Columbia Lions football is on the air. Tonight's game on WKRM is being brought to you by Parks Motor Sales, by Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, by Tin Pin Alley, by Fast Stop Markets, Columbia Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Columbia Foodland, Holland's Pharmacy, Family Dental Associates of Spring Hill, by Custom Stone Handlers, Brown's Body Shop, by Murray Regional Medical Center, by Quick Mart, by Davis Heating and Cooling, Sands Fence Company, Baird Financial, The Parker Group, by First Farmers, by The Garbage Man, and by Caledonian Financial. And now to the field for tonight's game, here's Lewis and Lee Maddox.
And welcome again, everyone, to Week 6 of the Tennessee High School football season. Tonight, under the Friday night lights of Tullahoma High School and Wilkins Stadium, where the 3-2 Columbia Central Lions are on the road for the second week in a row to take on the 3-2 Tullahoma Wildcats. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lee Maddox alongside my son and Lion Pride Award winner, Lewis Maddox, with the call of the game coming at the top of the hour. And also joining us in the press box tonight, a great guest with us that'll be here with us for the game is Ron Hart, as Dale Kennedy would say, one of Columbia's favorite sons. Ron, thank you for being here.
Great to be here.
And Lewis, good to see you as well. And you've got everything set up. We're hopefully on Facebook. And
we are live on Facebook right now. We're also live at Kennedy Broadcasting on YouTube, and you can find us at that same location on Twitch as well as our WKRM FrontPorchRadio.com website, and always on your radio at 103.7 WKRM.
So if you're watching already on Facebook or one of the video platforms, it's homecoming here at Tullahoma High School. So they must not think too much about us to schedule homecoming around the Columbia Lions, but we'll see how that goes. We are excited to bring you this game up at the top of the hour. This is a Region 5A matchup that looks like two really evenly matched teams tonight. Lewis, we know from Columbia's win last week, a really a dominating win over Lawrence County, 31-0, and then Tullahoma had a win as well. So it is. They're both 1-1, I think, in the region. They're both 3-2 overall. So we got us a ball game tonight.
Yeah, both these teams on paper look kind of the exact same. Columbia and Tullahoma both not very big teams when it comes to physical size-wise. Both these squads are not very big compared to other teams in the region, but both teams very talented. Both teams have the recipe for success, and we're going to see a good football game here tonight. Tullahoma, the biggest thing that sticks out to me, another similarity with Columbia, you kind of drop games that you really think you should be on the winning side of. They got beat by Franklin County a couple of weeks ago, who's 1-4, their only win on the season, but they've gotten good wins this season as well, like you just mentioned. So, Columbia, I think, should be favored in this game. They've been picked to win this game, and I expect them to win this game like I expect them to win every game, but we'll see what happens tonight. But if Columbia comes out here and executes properly, they should come out of this game in Tullahoma with a win. Yeah,
Columbia getting that big region win last week at Lawrence County, 31-0, and senior running back Caden McCoy was again on fire as he rushed for 268 yards on just 14 carries, had 3 TDs. Now on the year, McCoy 751 yards rushing. This is at 5 games, folks, and 9 TDs. That's 150 yards per game average. If we can just get him back going tonight, we should be in business.
Yeah, he's on pace for over 1,500 just in the regular season alone. And, I don't doubt that he gets past that point in the regular season. And I expect this team to go to the playoffs as well, and those numbers will count toward his total all the same. So, yeah, definitely the workhorse. 3 Caring Hearts Home Healthcare Player of the Game awards going to Caden this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one tonight.
Ron, your thoughts? Tullahoma has always been kind of a traditional power. They've loved their football around here. They've got a beautiful stadium. They've got a good home crowd here tonight. It's homecoming, and a really cool scoreboard here in the end zone. But Tullahoma has been, one of those cities that's kind of they've just been it. They thought they were it.
Yeah, for a long time. They're protected by an Air Force base, so it should be safe over here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Arnold Air Force Base. A couple band members could play for.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, Tullahoma held all 5 opponents to 21 points or fewer. Now, one thing that we didn't mention, that they have not won of their 3 wins. They've all been on the road. Their 2 losses have been right here at home, and we're hoping that that's going to continue tonight. They feature, they've got a linebacker, Colby Tucker, and defensive end Jalen Hill. They anchor the defense for them. They also got a special teams weapon, their punter and place kicker Grant Chadwick, who's really good. They've had wins over Coffee County, Rockville, on the road, and last week they took care of Lincoln County in the region. 1-1 in the region. They dropped a close one, as Lewis said, right here at home to Franklin County a couple of weeks ago, 17-16. They also lost their home opener in week 1 to Stewart's Creek. So they've won on their home field this season, or they haven't won on their home field this season. We're just hoping that trend continues tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that sticks out to me as you read off those statistics right there is the special teams player ace that Tullahoma has. That has undoubtedly been the thorn in the side of Columbia's football team this season. 2 returns for touchdowns on kickoffs and punts. And it's kind of a free trip to the 50-yard line every time that Tullahoma gets or an opposing team gets the ball on a turnover. So that'll be one to watch out for.
We're getting ready to hear a couple of players that we got a chance to talk to, a couple of seniors of the Lions team to speak tonight. Let's hear what they had to say.
And joining me now is right guard and defensive end Cam Bratton. Cam, you're a senior. Tell me about how the year's been so far.
I think it's been great. We've had, obviously, the new coaching staff and everything. I think it's went very well. We've obviously had ups and downs so far, having 2 losses, but overall I think it's been fantastic and everybody's playing well.
It seemed like last week you guys got everything going together, right, with the shutout on defense and then obviously 31 points on offense. That had to make you feel pretty good on both sides of the ball.
Yes, sir. Well, our defense kept just playing their keys and staying home and playing everything they're supposed to, so we didn't let up any points. And our offense was just clicking with Caden running the ball. But overall, we've just played as a team and played good together.
And a big night tonight, another region game, a team that's kind of like you all. They're 3-2, you're 3-2. They're 1-1, and I think in the region. So what are you expecting tonight against Tullahoma?
I'm expecting us to come out and play like we're supposed to and take care of business.
Very good. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And here's senior running back Caden McCoy. Caden, my goodness, what can we say? You've had a great year so far through the first 5 games. Tell me about what you've been thinking about through these first 5 games for the first half of the season.
Just the same thing, come out, play like me every game, and don't feel stressed about it.
And obviously, you could show you weren't stressed last week, 260-something yards and 3 touchdowns. And how do you explain that? And I know you get a good block from the line, right, to get you through, but then it's on you, right, to just put on the speed and take off.
Yeah, I just play like me how I was since I was a baby.
And this is something you've been doing this is your 4th year now, playing for Columbia Central. And you got 5 more games at least for the regular season. What are you looking to try to accomplish here in the next 5 games?
Go undefeated. That's it right there. Point blank clear. Just go undefeated.
That would be good. And tonight's another test. It's Tullahoma. What are you expecting out of their defense?
Nothing. Nothing really. Just play like me and just be focused and don't let the bad things describe how I play.
Caden, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And there you have Caden McCoy and Cam Bratton there, 2 senior Lions that have had the impact for this team for the last, this is their 4th year now, Lewis.
Yeah, and got a chance to play with both those guys. I know played with Cam. He came up as a sophomore when I was a senior and took over a starting job on that offensive line and has really flourished. Can't believe it's now his senior season. He just still seems like a baby to me. And Caden the same way. Took over that starting job at running back my senior year and in 2022 and really hasn't looked back since then.
So we're going to go real quick and shift to the last word with head coach Tredarius Goff before as the captains will start making their way to the field and we'll get ready for kickoff.
So here with the last word before kickoff is Columbia Central Lion head coach Tredarius Goff. And Coach Goff, tonight, another big test for you. The Tullahoma Wildcats, you're on the road here in Tullahoma, and it's kind of like two mirror teams a little bit. They're 3-2, you're 3-2, they're 1-1 in the region, I think, and obviously you're 1-1. So a big win last week. It seemed like all phases of your game were on point last week, 31-0 over Lawrence County. To get that region win, and it's an important tonight, right? The rest of the way, every game's important, right?
Yeah, most definitely. The rest of the way, every game is important. Because like I told them, we still can do what we set out to do with the rest of this season, but we got to handle business one game at a time. Know the importance of the game and lay it all on the line in that moment. So that's what we plan on doing tonight.
And I know, so many times penalties raise their head, and sometimes they're uncalled for, or you question whether they should have been called. But those are things that I'm sure you continue to work on. You had a few last week that I know you didn't want to see, but that's something that plays a part of the game, and you work on that. And I'm sure that's what you've been doing this week in practice.
Yeah, for sure. We was hit with the penalty bug quite often last week. So this week I stressed to him, man, you can't get a ref to change the call, but you can do your job and not have him call that call, and don't go out there and think about getting flags or anything like that. Just play your game. If it happens, it happens. I play ball, so I know that anything can happen, so it's understandable. But the more we limited getting penalties on us, the better chance we have, because last week Caden McCoy busted a couple 30-yard runs and had to come back because of holding penalties and so on. So without that, he probably would have had 300 yards. Well, he would have had over 300 yards last week. So that's what we look to do, is to cut down on our penalties, and that'll give us a better chance and opportunity to win this game as well.
I know you got to be proud of what Caden's been able to do through 5 games, 750 yards, I think, and 9 touchdowns. It just seems like he's meant to run that ball into 150 yards a game is basically what he's been averaging. You got to be proud of his effort.
Like I told someone last week, I'm glad he's on our team and we're not playing against him. He's a special man. When you look at him, he looks like a little muscle. And then you see him on the field, and you're like, gosh, he's lightning quick. So he's just a total package, man. And this offseason, during the summer, even when I got here in January, he took his time to work out, do what he was supposed to do, and practice this summer. He ran hard, ran 20, 30 yards through the line of scrimmage, past the line of scrimmage, and he even stayed. I worked on with him staying in the hole and trusting his blockers, and he's been doing it. He's put it all together. He's been looking great so far this season.
And obviously it's going to be a test tonight. I think Tullahoma's defense holds their opponents to 21 points a game. You guys are basically averaging about 25. And so hopefully you can overcome what their defense, but I know they've got a strong defense.
I look to overcome what they do. They have a nice defense. We have good athletes on offense, and when we are moving the ball and not being stagnant and creating first down after first down, it looks good on us, and our offense looks good. When Caden McCoy breaks for long runs, we look good, but yes, they have a good defense, but I feel like our offense can take advantage of certain situations, and we get an advantage in certain areas of the game tonight.
No doubt it's important. Again, region play is all at stake right here. Vitally important that you get a win, and you got to do it on the road tonight.
Yeah, so far we're 2-0 on the road, so we've been good on the road, man, and we look to do it again tonight. And Tullahoma, it's not going to be easy. It's homecoming. They're going to have fans back, family, kids going to be hyped up, so we're going to have to go in there and take us a game. They're not going to give it to us. They're going to do everything in there, and their willpower to secure a win for them on homecoming, but we're going in with other plans.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
All right, appreciate you.
And there's the last word from head coach Tredarius Goff as his team gets ready they're taking the field right now. They're going to be kicking off. They won the toss and they deferred until the second half, so they'll kick off to Tullahoma. Tullahoma will be on offense to start this ball game. Ron, when's the last time you've been to a high school football game?
Macaulay Baylor. I go to Chattanooga,
That's
decent
big.
amount, Westminster and Atlanta. But for Columbia, it's been about 8 years.
Okay. Yeah. Very good.
When they used to play Cookville a little bit, right? Is it still Cookville in the playoff? No, it's Chattanooga now.
Chattanooga now, I think.
Just since last year. Last year, I think, was the first time that it hasn't been in Cookville.
I always thought Columbia should try to get that right in the middle of the state like that. You can make a good case for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
It'd be a nice little thing for Columbia to have.
They're on their way if they can get it done tonight.
So here we are as Luis Garcia approaches the kick, and we are underway. A high kick that's going to go to the 4 for Tullahoma. Back to the 10, up to across the 20 to about the 23, where Tullahoma will start on offense tonight against your Columbia Central Lions. And Lewis, I think you've got some starting lineups, but that we might share with you.
Yeah, here we go, right here.
Breaks. Here we go. This is
up front, left to right. You've got Cam Bratton, Dravius Hall, Tristan Harden, and Kamarion Dawson on that defensive line. And then your linebackers, Autry Smith, Malik Smith, Jason Barnett stepping in once again this week, and then Roland Manning. And then your secondary, Quan Sims at corner, Justice Haggard at safety spot, and then you got Jordan Davis at the other corner spot.
Mason Bratcher is the Tullahoma quarterback. He stays in the shotgun every play I've seen so far from any games that I've watched of the scout films. He stays right there in that shotgun formation and always has a running back usually right on his left hip. And here we go. And he's looking to throw a little quick outlet pass to the outside, and it's complete. And fairly good yardage. Gets about 6 yards there, or on that first down play. It'll be second and about 4 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it was a sophomore, Barnett, who's getting a second start of his career tonight at inside linebacker, who flowed over, and him and Quan Sims kind of got trapped on the outside. It was a good job by that running back that time to stay behind those blockers and get as much yardage as he could. It was a good first down play.
Here's Bratcher looking to throw again. He's throwing deep down the middle of the field. He's got his man at the 40. He's at the 20. He's not going to be touched all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tullahoma. Right away on the second play of the game, a deep route and a touchdown by Jalen Hill from Mason Bratcher. Goodness gracious.
Beautiful pass.
73 yards.
I was really interested to see what was going to happen on the kickoff right there, as Tullahoma specializes in that area. And I thought Columbia did a pretty decent job, and they allow a 73-yard bomb right over their head on a second play from scrimmage. That's just terrible.
And they're going for 2, and he gets taken down by Jordan Davis immediately. A great play by Jordan Davis, heads-up play of those really crazy different formations that so many teams use in their extra point attempts.
Yeah, and we'll see it again right here as Columbia gets off the field on that down right there, as Bratcher just unloads right there, and absolutely, 3 guys around it, but Justice Haggard the closest one to him, but nobody in position to make a play on that football. It was a perfectly placed football. Columbia goes down 6-0 right off the bat, but we've seen this before. Columbia is definitely a team that has to settle in to things. You saw it against Dixon County, that opening kickoff return for a touchdown in that game, and they're going to get the ball pretty quick right here. We'll get to see the Columbia offense quicker than we thought we would.
Wow,
we'll see what they can do.
That's kind of just a little bit shocking there. Just wasn't expecting the second play of the game to go deep like that, and for that fellow to be open like he was, Jalen Hill.
That is a soul crusher for sure.
Yeah. They've got a great kick, a place kicker and punter in this Chadwick fella, and he's getting ready to kick off. We got Jordan Davis and Justice Haggard back deep for the Lions.
The backup place kicker is a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, man, she was on the homecoming court earlier. So
Okay, cool.
Yep. Number 37, I believe.
Yeah, I see her down there.
Vanderbilt did that, right, a year or so ago in college, right?
Yes.
Didn't they have
There's been a couple.
successful.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Columbia can do on offense. There's the kick. I don't believe there's going to be a return. It's all the way through the end zone, so Columbia will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, we apologize for the cowbells in the crowd. I know that's going to get old pretty quickly.
We are on the home side in the broadcast booth here in the press box at Wilkins Stadium here at Tullahoma, Tennessee. But happy to be here, and hopefully Columbia can answer to this first strike that Tullahoma put forth to them.
Up front for Columbia on offense, on your offensive line, left to right, Jaravius Hall at left tackle, Zach Cole, Liam Titus at center, Cam Bratton and Isaiah Bishop, Justice Haggard, Jordan Davis, your wide receivers, Josh Britton is your fullback. We'll get a play right here.
Here's McCoy on around the right side. He's got a little room. He breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles before he gets his first down and crosses the 30 to the 31. Goes Caden McCoy. He's right on target. He gets 10 yards every time he touches the ball. Right there, he got 11.
Yeah, that was the next man up. Caden McCoy is your running back. Malik Smith, your fullback, and at quarterback number 12 is Kason Tice back in the starting lineup this week.
Good to see that run right there, and Caden McCoy just picking up right where he left off last week. You know, nearly 270 yards rushing last week.
It was a sight.
1st and 10 at the Columbia 31-yard line. Tice give to Caden McCoy on the left side. He picks his way, and he's got one man to beat now, and he's not, just gets pushed out of bounds right inside of the Wildcat territory at the 46-yard lines where they'll spot it. 1st and 10, so another great pickup. Nearly 20 yards for McCoy there.
That time you see, we'll see the instant replay here. That time you see a great example. Cam Bratton, number 61, going out to the left from his right guard spot, kicking out that right side defensive end. Caden McCoy cuts it back, and he's got room to go.
There he goes again on a 1st and 10. He'll pick up about 4 on that play. Will it be 2nd and about 6 from the Tullahoma 42-yard line?
Columbia's got a little bit of urgency to them here to start things out. A lot of times you see them biting up that play clock down to inside 5 to go, and they're getting to the line pretty quickly tonight so far.
That's what I want to see, is no hesitation in getting that play calling in there, and keep those timeouts in your back pocket. Now, I formation, Tice. Fakes to McCoy, looking to throw deep now. He's got Jordan Davis on the far sideline, and Davis catches the ball. Let's see if they're saying he's incomplete. But I guess he was out of bounds. That was a lot of green over there.
Shoulder.
Doggone. I thought that was going to be a complete, because he was pretty wide open.
Yeah, Tice he had a step on him out there. Davis did. He just needed to lead him back towards the inside boundary a little bit more. It was too far to the sideline, and Davis just couldn't stay in bounds and make the completion.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the Tullahoma 42-yard line. Need to convert here. Might be in 4-down territory already, though.
KJ Frierson in the ball game.
Here's Tice back to throw. Looking for Davis again. He's got him on the far sideline. He breaks the tackle, breaks a second tackle, still on his feet at the 20. Inside the 20 in the red zone goes Jordan Davis. A great pitch and catch there from Tice to Davis.
Yeah, those are some great moves by Davis right there as he
2 of them
got upfield on that one. As you see it again right here, makes that little comeback route to the outside, breaks 2 tackles, cuts it back in, and picks up an extra 10, 15 yards right there. Great
really
starting
nice,
out for
really
Columbia's
nice
offense.
Great on the move right here inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Tullahoma 18. Here's McCoy looking in the middle. He breaks 1 tackle at the line of scrimmage, still carrying a defender on his back as he crosses the 1st down line, the yard to gain over there on the far sideline. I believe he's got his 1st down again.
He does, yeah. I think he's inside that marker. If he's not, he's really, really close. But they dropped the chain. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Lions as they get right on the ball at the 7. Hand off to McCoy now on the right side. He's hitting the backfield, reverses field. Now he's back in the middle, still on his feet.
Wow.
He gets inside the 5, down to the 3, goes Caden McCoy. Just those feet, the way he works himself, it's really amazing.
Yeah, that play was busted from the start, and he, breaks it to one way to the outside to the left. Looked like he was going to lose a yard or 2, then cuts it back in, and still manages to pick up about 4 yards on that play.
2nd down and goal from the 3 for the Lions here on their opening possession, trying to answer that touchdown from Tullahoma to try to tie this game. Here's Tice in the I formation under center. He goes under quarterback sneak himself down close to the goal line. They're going to mark him just short at the 1.
Yeah, it looked like he picked up 3 yards right there. Just couldn't get quite to the goal line. You might see him run it again right here. It worked for a couple of yards. Why not do it again? They broke the huddle pretty quickly. We might see it.
Here we go. Tice under center. I formation. There he goes. He moved early. He's going to have a touchdown. Touchdown Columbia, not Tullahoma. Great job by the Columbia offense to drive it 80 yards down the field with a touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown run by Kason Tice, the quarterback. Score tied now with 8 minutes and 1 second to go.
Yeah, and like I said, on those 2 plays right there, Columbia just getting a great push up front like they did for that entire possession. And now they've got a chance to take the lead right here.
Here's the snap, the set, the kick, and it's up and just misses. Where it looked like somebody might have got a hand on that ball, and as Hunter Woody was kind of hard to get the snap.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit off.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got a piece of it. The exchange right there was just so terrible that nobody had enough time to get themselves set, and Garcia ended up missing the kick.
So we stay at 6-6 here early on with 8 minutes and 1 second to go here in this first quarter in Tullahoma. It's 6-6. We'll be right back right after this. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally owned, means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
And welcome back to Tullahoma High School as your Columbia Central Lions now tied with the Tullahoma Wildcats 6-6 at homecoming night here in Tullahoma. Luis Garcia missed his extra point, and the Columbia defense held on the 2-point try by Tullahoma, so we're tied at 6. And there's a great kick by Luis Garcia, goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, his second touchback of the season. He did that last week, and they want to see him do that a lot more. Almost kicked it through the end zone last week in Lawrence County, and he put it into it right there, and that's what Columbia wants. A kickoff coverage, like we've talked about all year, is just, the worst part of this team, no doubt about it. That we just can't cover kicks for some reason. Special teams is just not our strong suit this year, and it hasn't been for some time. So you want to see that kicker kick it through the end zone and cause some touchbacks, and that's exactly what he did right there. That's what they're asking of Garcia.
And here are the Wildcats, 1st and 10 from their 20. Bratcher at quarterback. The jet sweep to Johnson around the right side. He's got room and finally got tackled there by the foot shoestring there by Jordan Davis, but he gets the first down as he gets up to the 30-yard line. They'll spot it there. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Dawson on that left side just got reached that time, and they had that outside edge off tackle to the right to get some yardage. He turned it upfield, got north and south quickly. That results in a first down for Tullahoma on the first play from scrimmage of this drive.
Here's Bratcher, shotgun, going to give it to Johnson right up the middle.
Big hole.
He's got 4 or 5 yards, still on his feet. Finally, a crowd of Lions get him down as he gets to the 37.
Almost 7 yards right there on that carry. You just can't have that on these first down plays. Columbia's defensive line so far in this game is just kind of getting pushed around.
Big hole there.
2nd and 3 from the Tullahoma 37-yard line. Clock runs 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter, all tied up 6-6.
Been an exciting one so far.
It has. We need a turnover right here on defense. Maybe.
Yes.
Here's Bratcher. Fakes the handoff. He's under pressure. Now he's moved out of the pocket. He's going to go down hard by Jaravius Hall. Makes the sack. Back at the 35, actually the 34-yard line is where they'll spot it. So a 4 or 5 yard loss there. A great penetration by that defensive line.
That's a big play from Columbia's defense. As Hall kind of went inside and then he got juked to the outside. And that speed from the big man right there we see to get to the quarterback on the outside. Great play from Jaravius and that Columbia defense.
3rd and 6 now from the 34. Handoff to Johnson, and Cam Bratton couldn't hang on, had him in the backfield and couldn't quite bring him down.
Still short.
Still going to be short. It's going to be 4th and 1. Surely this is a punting situation for the Wildcats, and it looks like that's what they're going to at least bring out that punt team, and Chadwick back to get this punt, and Justice Haggard drifts back deep for the Lions to about his 30-yard line to hopefully get us a good field position here after this punt.
That was a big stop there.
It was big.
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge.
There's the snap. The punt underway. A
Good
nice spiral. Justice is going to get it at his 20. He's at the 25, at the 30, still on his feet, just falls down, just trips there. If he could have got by that one tackle right there, he might have had a few more yards to go. But he gets to the 33 of Columbia, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 for their second possession of the night.
Slightly looked like a little bit of a face mask right there.
So far, penalty-free game, though.
Yeah,
right?
it's been pretty clean. That's something that Columbia has struggled with in years past and towards the beginning of this season as well, but they've really cleaned it up in recent weeks. It's good to see.
So here's Kason Tice. Brings his group back to the line of scrimmage, under center in the I formation. He's going to give to McCoy on the left side. McCoy gets hit right as he gets the ball. Almost a loss, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he was stacked up as soon as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing really to work with right there. Columbia's offensive line and defensive line, everybody up front has gotten good push on a smaller Tullahoma line, but these guys are scrappy. They've got some speed as well, and some moves sometimes. Those guys will get by and get to the backfield. That just can't happen.
So here's Tice, same formation, I formation, under center. He's going back to pass. He's got throwing it deep downfield. He's got Jordan Davis, or is that Haggard? That's Davis.
12 yards.
12-yard pickup there for Jordan Davis. A great pitch and catch there from Tice to Davis.
Yeah, Tice thrives under competition, and he's finally kind of gotten pushed a little bit. Got benched last week at Lawrence County. Kind of got hurt on his elbow a little bit there. It's nice to see him come in here, command this offense, and really kind of show some control and some composure in this huddle and running this offense. Has thrown some pretty balls so far. That one, he kind of pushed to the outside a little bit too far to Davis back earlier in the first quarter. Other than that, he's been pretty solid.
So here they are, the 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's McCoy around the right side. He breaks one tackle, still on his feet, crosses midfield into Tullahoma territory down to their 45-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. Going to be another first down.
Yeah, that time you saw the fullback, Malik Smith, who's usually our tight end, our starting tight end, Josh Britton, playing tight end this week and last week, as Brian Whitehead, the starting fullback, is out with a foot injury. He made a great block right there. Smith did, going on the outside, reached that guy, pushed him back into the inside of the field, and gave McCoy a lot of room on the outside to that right side of the field to pick up some yardage, and eventually got those sticks and got a first down.
1st and 10 at the Tullahoma 44-yard line. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter. All tied up, 6-all. Kason Tice under center. Malik goes into motion. Fake to McCoy, and there's flags on the field. He throws it out. It's complete to Haggard for an 11-yard pickup, but this one's coming back.
Yeah, that's on Kason Tice. He's got to know Malik Smith. He's got to get to the offensive line, and he's got to get set for at least 1 second before he snaps the ball. And Malik, I don't even think he got his foot or his hand in the grass before Kason snapped the ball.
So Malik was supposed to be doing that motion, right?
Yes,
that was part of the motion.
He has to get into his position and set for a second before the ball snapped, and he did not.
So that backs Columbia up to the Tullahoma 49-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15 for the Lions.
On what would have been another really good catch and throw from Tice to Haggard. It was going to be another first down, and now we're backed up. It's going to be 1st and 15.
And that's what Coach swing there.
That's what Coach was talking about on the pregame. Got to get rid of these penalties and these mistakes. So now Tice now in the shotgun. But now we're going to call timeout. Columbia takes a timeout, and we're going to take one with them. And by telling you, with 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go here in this first quarter, the score tied all at 6 between Tullahoma and your Columbia Central Lions. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart convenience stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
Welcome back to Tullahoma, Tennessee, with your Columbia Central Lions driving now 1st and 15 from the Tullahoma 49. Shotgun snap and a quick pass out to Justice Haggard to the left side, and not going to get much there. Maybe a yard on that play right there. Good coverage by the Tullahoma defense to stop Haggard after that quick pitch.
Yeah, coming out of a timeout, Columbia with a quick outward pass to the left side on 1st down and 15, and hopefully those blocks weren't set up quite as well as you'd want them to on the outside in front of Haggard, but Haggard's a shifty guy. At that time, just had nowhere to go.
So probably for sure looks like maybe a pass situation here as Jamar Morris comes in the game. Justice Haggard and Jordan Davis, both receivers in. Tice in the shotgun, looking to throw now. He's got Haggard across the middle, and Haggard just went right through his hands. That was a good pass.
Yeah, it was a perfect pass right on the money to Haggard, but kind of just looked like a little hotter than he was expecting, and just went right through his hands.
Footsteps too, maybe.
Yeah, coming towards the middle of the field.
Around them, yeah.
Because he could have had a little bit to go. Yeah, at least he was going to get just inside the first down, or the original line of scrimmage marker. So now 3rd and 14 for the Lions at the Tullahoma 48-yard line. So a big conversion needed right here. Not sure that if we get even close, we could still be in a 4-down territory. Here's Tice in the shotgun. There's a snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, going deep for Haggard, way downfield, and he's just overthrown everybody. Triple coverage. Haggard was triple coverage on that play. So now we will see the punt team come on.
Yeah, this is another unit that struggled at times this season. Cole Castile, the freshman long snapper coming in after Tyler Huckabee. They're switched in and out. I think one of Huckabee is doing kickoff or field goals and PATs, and Castile's doing the punt. And
so they caught an illegal man downfield, and Tullahoma's trying to decide what they're going to do, whether they're going to decline it or take the penalty. They are going to decline it.
No, I think so.
Yeah, so it's 4th and 14.
That'd be a repeat of 3rd down, and you definitely want to get off the field right here. Hopefully Garcia can flip the field right here, and we can win the field position battle.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's blocked. The punt is blocked. Ball still on the ground and now covered at the 33 by Tullahoma. What a break. Will Hayden makes the block and makes the recovery. I didn't see that happen at all, guys. I took my eyes to see who was back deep, and that thing happened real quick.
Actually,
we're going to see it again. Special teams continues to be the downfall of this team, as we see the instant replay right here.
Untouched.
It was the guy right there coming off the edge.
Yeah, he made the block.
It was Autry Smith right there. I don't think he was expecting him to go for the ball. And that just can't happen. I mean, it just absolutely cannot happen.
No one touched him.
Untouched.
Man. So now Tullahoma 1st and 10 at the Columbia 32-yard line. Here's Bratcher looking to throw. Being forced out of the pocket, throws it downfield, and it's complete. Going to pick up about 5 on the play. A little short pass to Grizzard.
Yeah, had some
Grizzard.
Had some.
As I hear him say on loudspeaker, Grizzard, not Grizzard.
Really?
Malik Grizzard, at least that's what I heard the PA announcer.
They're being mean.
Yeah.
I would think that'd be Grizzard, but
okay. Great rider, Lewis Grizzard.
Yes. 2nd and 6 now. Handoff to Johnson up the middle, and somebody had him in the backfield, and he still got away to pick up about 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd now and about 3 to go for the Wildcats as they'll spot it at the Columbia 25-yard line. 1:52 to go here in this first quarter, all tied at 6.
Yeah, just a missed tackle. I mean, plain and simple by Dawson on the weak side right there. They're really avoiding running to Cam Bratton and Jaravius Hall's way. Those are obviously the strong point of this defense up front. Those guys on the left side, and they usually play to the strong side. Harden and Dawson on the other side. That's kind of where they're attacking.
Hand off to Johnson around the left side. He's got his first down inside the 20 now in the red zone. Gets down to the 19-yard line for Tullahoma. It'll be 1st and 10.
And it worked out again. It's almost like nobody was even on that side of the defensive line. Those guys got 5 yards downfield up front before anybody even saw. And now Dawson's going to get taken out of the game, and Savion Ferguson comes in. Maybe they can set the edge a little bit better. That guy's a senior. He's experienced, and hopefully he can make an impact right here coming into the ball game at that weak side defensive end spot.
1st and 10 now for the Wildcats at the Columbia 19. Hand off to Johnson up the middle. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's at the 5-yard line. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tullahoma. Just like that, a 20-yard run right up the middle, breaking tackles left and right there, Lewis. That wasn't pretty for the Columbia defense.
Oh, no, it's rather quite pitiful if you put it that way. Columbia had, I think 4 or 5 missed tackles. We'll see it again after this PAT or whatever they're doing.
Going for 2. Now they're going to kick it this time.
We've got some weird formations there on the PAT team. Columbia can answer, but that was a poor performance by Columbia's defense on that drive.
An extra point attempt by the Wildcats is good. So they go on top now, 13-6 with 53 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play. They are up 13-6 over Columbia after that block punt and then a 30-yard drive.
Yeah, let's take a look right here at the touchdown run as running back number 22 right there gets it. Another run to the weak side. Just completely negligent missed tackles right there.
Haggard had him and
Columbia.
Just missed it.
I want to see that again. This is just terrible tackling by Columbia's defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missed tackles on a straight line on the left side hash going straight towards the end zone.
Yeah.
And nobody really won him. We saw Quan Sims right there have a clear shot at him, but just kind of bumped off of him. We didn't really wrap up. We've got to wrap up on defense. That's going to happen a whole lot. It's going to happen a lot more. Columbia's offense, we've already seen them answer once, and it looks like we might have to answer a whole lot of times in this football game. Hopefully they can do it again. Probably going to end out the quarter on the offensive side of things. 53 seconds to go.
And I hope they're always mindful, even though they've got a great kicker here for Tullahoma, to be mindful of this Dadburn onside kick and be ready for that. This front 5 should always be ready. I see Roland Manning's up here.
Looks like the hands team.
Yeah, they should always be ready.
It's a weird kickoff formation, too.
So here's the kick from the 40. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So Columbia now their 3rd possession on offense. They'll go at their own 20. 1st and 10 at their 20 with 53 seconds to go here in this first quarter, trailing Tullahoma now 13-6.
Both kickers putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, that's especially for Columbia. That's a must tonight. With the way the special teams has played this season, that's a must.
And the special teams, are they non-starters? They're just working their way up, not as talented maybe as the starting team, or
that's the way it was at first, and now more starters have been implemented to stop the bleeding.
Here's Case and Tice under center. Blitz coming. Give to McCoy on the left side. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, breaks another tackle, gets 11 yards. Just like that goes Caden McCoy.
Yeah, another great job by that left side of the offensive line. Dravius Hall and Zach Cole over there at tackle and guard respectively opened up a pretty nice hole. I think Cam Bratton pulled on that play as well and kicked out that defensive end. Those 2 other guys blocked down, opened up a great hole for Caden to run through, and he does what he does best. He broke a couple of tackles and picked up 11 yards on that play.
So here's Tice. Give to McCoy this time on the right side. He's met in the backfield, breaks, reverses his field, and makes something happen out of nothing. He's gone. There's no flags on the field. He's going to go 70 yards. Goes Caden McCoy just like that. Another strike for the Columbia Central Lions to come within a point.
Beautiful run.
Columbia, Caden McCoy has got to be the most impressive running back I think I've ever seen at the high school level in my life. And yes, Columbia area people, I know that you guys are thinking about Ronnie Pillow, guys like that, guys
Tredarius Goff.
Yeah, guys like Tredarius Goff, even Spring Hill guys like Dante Smith. That was incredible.
He was stopped. He was stopped back here at the line of scrimmage and reversed his field,
4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They
he
were
was stopped.
offsides.
That's got to be offsides, and they
There's
call it
the
that
flag.
time. Go for 2. Go for 2.
Yeah, that moves it up. And Hunter Woody's been limping twice now. I'm not sure if we don't need to get another quarterback in there to hold this ball. And now they're going to bring in the 2-pointer.
Yeah, he got hit on that last that block. The holder got, there he goes, right limping right now.
Yeah.
You don't see your holder get hurt very often.
No. And he is on the kickoff and kickoff return coverage team as well. You might think that something maybe happened on there. It looks like his ankle.
We will be able to show that play here shortly. Let's hope we get this 2-point and go ahead here.
That'd be pretty good.
As I hope they're mindful of the play clock is in play here as it goes down to almost 10 seconds now. Here we are at the line of scrimmage. Case and Tice under center in the I formation.
To take the lead once again. It's a big play.
He's not looking at the clock. He just gets it off. There goes Caden McCoy up the middle, pushing his way, and he got it. Boom. 2-point try is good. Columbia takes the lead 14-13 with 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Now let's really break this one down. First off, the drive summary. Columbia starts on their own 20-yard line. 2 plays, and they go 80 yards, all by Caden McCoy in those 2 plays, and ends on a 70-yard touchdown strike from Caden McCoy himself. We'll take another look at this touchdown play right here as McCoy gets the ball going off the right side. Both those guys get blown up into the backfield. He's 3 yards deep, reverses field, and now he's got a crease. He breaks a couple of tackles right there, cuts it up towards the middle of the field, and we'll talk to you later. Caden McCoy, 70 yards.
69 officially.
All the way to the house.
That is so nice.
Is he being recruited, this kid? Ball State or something?
Only small schools so far, but he is taking an official visit to Ole Miss this weekend, I believe.
Really?
Or next weekend, Ole Miss and LSU.
Yeah, Javarius is going to Ole Miss this week, and Ole Miss Bama game this weekend, right?
Dravius is
Who wins that one, Ron?
Huh?
Who wins that one?
I think Bama's still Bama.
All right.
As much as hotty toddy as they want to be, I think Bama.
We'll see.
Bama's still Bama, but you know.
Here's Garcia to kick again. Another good high kick. This one fielded at the goal line. We're going to bring it out. Crosses the 20, and doesn't get to the 20. Gets stopped at the 15.
Before the 15.
Great coverage there by the Columbia.
A good attempt to get the ball too. He put his hand in there trying to get that ball loose.
Yeah, that was probably the best kickoff coverage we've seen from Columbia so far this year. They looked amped up to get down there after that Caden McCoy touchdown run. But yeah, Dravius Hall, obviously just a junior. And if you name him around here, he's got an offer from him.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Ole Miss, Georgia Tech, Duke, Missouri, Virginia Tech now, I believe. A lot of schools, and he's just a junior. He's going to get a lot more, too. He's a monster.
Yeah. We'll see Mr. Saban tomorrow.
Yeah. Unofficially, I've got Caden McCoy 7 carries for 133 yards. Give running back for Tullahoma right in the middle, gets 2 yards, and then he is stacked up and pushed back, so it'll be second. Maybe they'll give him 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 from Tullahoma 18-yard line.
Yeah,
and that's the quarter.
And on that as well.
And that's going to end the first quarter. We've had a great first quarter. 2 touchdowns each team, and Columbia has got the upper hand with the 2-point conversion. They lead 14-13. You're listening to Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And welcome back to Wilkins Stadium in Tullahoma, Tennessee, as your Columbia Central Lions and Tullahoma Wildcats set to start this second quarter of action. Columbia leading 14-13. Tullahoma now with the ball at 2nd and 7. Ball is at the Tullahoma 17-yard line. And here we go. Bratcher, the quarterback for the Wildcats, in the shotgun formation, looking to throw. throws it downfield, got it complete. That's that fellow that took it, that got the deep pass earlier in the game. That's Jalen Hill. Now pick up a 15 on the play, though first down all the way up to the Tullahoma 32-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Yeah, it was another good ball, and kind of just caught the inside linebacker, Jason Barnett, who's, like I said, that's just a sophomore starting in his second career game tonight. Just kind of got him a step on him towards the sideline, and it was a good throw and catch.
Here's Tice. Bratcher incomplete.
That's backwards.
Goes out of bounds. So is that where the ball goes?
It looked like it was a little bit behind the quarterback where he threw that ball from.
Incomplete pass there. Lewis thinks it might have been an illegal.
It was close.
Or a lateral, right?
Yeah.
Or it would be considered a lateral if it goes behind you.
Yes.
And a free ball.
Yes,
but fumble. It did roll out of bounds. So I guess no harm, no foul. 2nd and 10 at the Tullahoma 32-yard line. Bratcher in the shotgun, rolling to his right, looking to throw, makes a completion. Open. Receiver gets up close to the first down. I believe he's got it.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see where they spot it versus they're already calling for the first down. That gets it up to the 42 of Tullahoma.
It was right there at the sticks. I think he picked it up. Just, wide open. Corbin Williams down here on the bottom, obviously playing zone coverage, but he's got to break on that a little bit quicker.
Tullahoma definitely got some fast athletes on their team, their receivers and their running backs. Here they are, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle to Johnson. Picks 3, 4 yards before he's finally going to come down. They'll stop him just short. I thought they might give him the 46. They're going to stop him at the 45, so a 3-yard pickup. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Just a perfectly timed blitz by Malik Smith as he came off the edge right there. Richard Powers coming in the ball game right now as Roland Manning's helmet comes off. He's going to play that free safety spot, and he'll have to go out for a play. But, yeah, Smith just missed him in the backfield.
Let's see Richard Powers get a turnover right here is what I'd like to see. Handoff up the middle. And a great stop there, finally, as the linebackers and Malik Smith all close in on the running back Johnson. A pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and about 3 to go for their first.
Yeah, it was the Mike and Sam right there. Malik Smith and Jason Barnett. Barnett got there first, and then Smith came in and cleaned it up. Roland Manning back in the game, and Hall jumps.
And there's a first down, automatic first down. And that Jaravius knew he did it, and hitting himself on the helmet, that knew that he just messed up right there, but gave him a kind of a free first down. So into Columbia territory now to the 46-yard line is where it'll be spotted. 1st and 10, just really underway here in this second quarter. Columbia leading Tullahoma 14-13.
Yeah, that's something that's happened last week as well as Columbia jumped off sides on I believe a 4th and short. That really hurts.
Handoff now up the middle. Nothing going this time. He's still on his feet, though. Oh, I didn't see him come out of that pile. A little bitty running back who just kind of snuck through some of those guys. I don't believe we've called this number here. Number 42 was running the ball, Jack Damron.
Nigel Hildreth in on that stop, and he came in for just a little bit for Tristan Harden. Those guys switching in and out at nose tackle right now.
2nd and 7 at the Columbia 43. You need a stop here. Need a stop.
Need a turnover.
Bratchard looking to throw. Looking downfield. Got all kinds of time there. He goes and throws it. It tips over everybody's head. He was trying to reach Jalen Hill again, and he just couldn't hang on to it. Just a little high for him, and I was looking for Roland Manning to pick it off, but he couldn't get to it either.
Yeah, it was a nobody really open. Almost a coverage sack right there if we had any pressure. Caleb Clanton actually in now at defensive end.
Right.
On the defensive side. It looks
Dawson.
like he's in for Dawson and Ferguson.
Okay.
I don't see him there much. He's usually playing that inside linebacker spot, but he's there right now.
Here's Bratcher, 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Pulls it down now, running out to his left. He's crossed the line of scrimmage, and he makes the pass and catch. And down the sideline goes their receiver for a first down is Connie Johnson. Connie Johnson, as it looked like Bratcher didn't have anybody to go. He looked like he maybe going to pull it down and run it, and then he finds Johnson over on the far sideline, gets a first down.
And that's exactly what allowed that play to transpire as Manning was covering Johnson over there on the right side. of the defense, and then he broke on the quarterback as he thought he was running.
1st and 10 on the 23. Handoff to the tailback right up the middle. He's going to pick up 4 yards right there inside the red zone down to the 19. Go the Tullahoma Wildcats on the move here.
Yeah, and like I was saying on that last play, Autry Smith and covers right there on Connie Johnson going down the sideline from his outside linebacker spot and kind of broke on the quarterback as he thought he was going to pull it, leaving that guy wide open, and he kind of just pitched it to him and picked up a first down on that last play. But here's 2nd and about 6.
Quick pass out to the outside, complete, down to the 10. Looking for help here inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats at about the 7-yard line of Columbia.
Roland Manning lost his helmet again.
Wow.
Something going on there. Yeah, we need to get him to tighten it up as Savion Ferguson comes back in, and he'll have to go out as well.
Our manager's pretty good.
Yes. We need
solid
him.
There.
We need him to take a look at Roland Manning's helmet as Powers comes back in on a 1st and goal play. And Manning made a touchdown-saving tackle right there.
8 minutes and 30 seconds. The pitch, toss sweep to Johnson in the backfield, and he's hit the backfield, and then he still breaks free, and he's going into the end zone. They had him dead to rights. Cam Bratton looks like he might be hurt. Bratton had him out here. Now let's hope Bratton's okay. He gets up on his own power. Oh, man, they had that young man, 22 Johnson, for the Tullahoma. Several Lions had him, and he just somehow got away.
Yeah, I think Bratton was just frustrated that he missed that tackle right there. It was 2 or 3 tackles in the backfield, right? That just kind of whiffed it. More missed tackles by this Columbia defense, and these are little guys who are athletic, but Columbia should be able to get these guys on the ground pretty easily.
You got to wrap them up. So Tullahoma, there's the extra point attempt, and it is good. They take the lead, retake the lead, now at 20-14 over your Columbia Central Lions. 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in this 2nd quarter as Columbia hopefully can answer on this next drive.
We'll take another look at this touchdown right here. If you're on this Facebook live stream, is just a toss pitch out to the left side, and just 2, 3, 4, 5 guys just whiff, run into each other, and he finds a crease back onto that same side and takes it all the way to the house. That was just not what you want to see.
Yeah, you got to hold on when you get a hold of. These are fast backs that Tullahoma's got. That one right, that was Johnson, number 22, the running back that started at the running back position. Marvin C. Johnson, a sophomore, 5'10", 180. So got to do a better job of tackling for sure.
Been pretty back and forth so far. We'll see if Columbia can answer once again.
And it seemed like it was this drive though that we gave them the 1st down on the offside penalty, wasn't it?
That was the difference.
Yeah.
It was a big play. Big time penalty from Hall.
Here's the kick from Chadwick from his 40, and that one's going through the end zone, so Columbia will get it 1st and 10 on their own 20.
That's a spectacular kick by both these kickers so far. You don't see a lot of touchbacks in high school football, and I don't think we've seen only a couple of returns so far.
Yeah, Chadwick will be kicking on Saturdays, right?
Probably, especially on the kickoff. You see a lot of those teams kind of shifting to that model where you've got 2 kickers, one place kicks and one kicks off. I know Tennessee does that, and we don't know how well he can kick it through the uprights, but he's sure got some power on his leg.
All right, here goes Kason Tice. Caden McCoy's lone setback, give to him around the left side. He's got some room. Being dragged down with his jersey. He's going to get 10 just like that.
No call.
They're going to call it 1st down. Another 1st down run for Caden McCoy.
Yeah, just a great couple of blocks right there as 2 guys pulled on that play. It was Bratton and Bishop that came around to the left side. Actually, Hildreth in there right now at that guard spot. I think Cam Bratton may be hurt if he's not in there right now. Hildreth in there at right guard. Both those guys on that right side pulled to the left and opened up that crease for Caden McCoy to pick up 11.
So here's Tice under center. Caden McCoy, the lone setback. Fake to him. No, he gives to McCoy, and he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of 3. Back to the 27 goes Caden McCoy Unfortunate, hadn't seen anything, a negative play from Caden McCoy in quite some time, but there you go.
Yeah, just nowhere to go on that one. He ran out of McCoy magic on that play right there, as he had a couple of guys on him as soon as he touched the football.
I'm showing 9 carries for 140 yards.
Sounds about right. Sounds like Caden McCoy.
So here's Tice now facing a 2nd and long, 2nd and 12 from their own 28-yard line. Looking to throw, and he's being pressured out of the pocket. Now it's ball's tipped, and it's almost intercepted. Goodness gracious, that was dangerous. I was kind of hoping that Tice was going to try to jump up and knock that ball down because the defender tipped it, and then he was ready to take it to the house, but he just couldn't bring it down. Steverson for the Wildcats.
Yeah, this has turned into a pretty bad situation for Columbia's offense as they take out the 2 tight ends, or the fullback and the tight end, Britton and Smith, and bring in KJ Frierson and Jamar Morris. This is obvious passing down right here. We'll see how risky Columbia wants to get right here. They might just want to check one down and try to flip the field position once again on this play, but 4 receivers in the game. We'll see what happens.
Here's Tice in the shotgun.
Man coverage.
He's got time. He throws it deep. Trying to get
Frierson.
Frierson has it in his hands and can't bring it down at the Tullahoma 40-yard line. Had it twice, really.
Yeah.
He touched the ball twice, had the chance to pull it in, but he just couldn't pull it down. So it's going to be a punting situation for the Lions.
Wow, that was a really big missed opportunity by Columbia's offense. It was a perfect pass from Tice right into the arms of KJ Frierson, and just couldn't come down with the ball, as we'll see it right here again. Right before this punt happens, right into his arms, and just can't come down with the football. It was in double coverage, but placed in a position where only Frierson could get it.
The last time we punted, you know what happened?
Got blocked.
Let's block him here. This time he gets it away, but it's a terrible punt. It's not even going to make it back to the first down yard line. Takes a Tullahoma bounce way back. They're going to have first down on the 36-yard line of Columbia.
Wow.
Or the 37. They'll probably get it at the 37, but I'm thinking Garcia was just a little spooked from the last time. He saw one of the defenders coming around the corner.
Two of them, they came after it again.
Yeah.
And,
he's kind of an Australian-style kicker, too. Kind of runs to one side.
Yeah. Obviously played a factor right there.
And, I mean, that's obviously the thing. That's all you see everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like 12 of the 14 SEC teams I saw last week.
And they're 28 years old. They come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with the lead, and a handoff up the middle right away, 5 yards, 6 yards on the carry. Goes the Johnson kid, or which one was this? I believe that's the Johnson kid.
Yeah, it's 22.
Yeah. So a good pickup there, 6 yards on first down, 2nd and 4. They'll spot it at the Columbia 31-yard line. Clock ticks at 6:20 minutes to go. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. Tullahoma leading 20-14.
Columbia just seems kind of gassed. They're kind of getting pushed around up front here.
Got to get this turnover. Need something to spark this defense. Hand off again, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Good tackle.
Great job there. Maybe a yard pickup on the play. So it'll be 3rd and about 2.
It was Bratton and Hall both in there on that tackle. Harden in there as well to clean it up.
Bratton's limping just a little bit.
Good thing he's back out there, though.
Yeah.
Senior defensive tackle, defensive end actually starting now. Plays a big role.
So 3rd and 2.
Almost got him to jump. It was another hard count right there. Harden almost went a little bit too far.
3rd and 2 at the Columbia 29-yard line. Bratcher in the shotgun. Looking to throw, rolling to his right. Being chased by Daravius Hall. Pass is caught and complete for the first down up to the 22-yard line for the Tullahoma Wildcats as they again get another first down from Grizzard. Grizzard makes that catch again.
Yeah, it's just a good patience right there. Grizzard finally gets open on a little dunk down to the outside sideline towards Tullahoma's side of the field, and picks up a first down.
This defense has got to straighten up and make a stop here somehow and get a turnover. Handoff to Johnson up the middle. He's got a little crease there and gets 5 more yards down to the 14, down to the 16 of Columbia.
Columbia once again in the middle right there that time, just getting pushed around. It was Harden's side that time that kind of just got pushed a little bit too far and allowed for another 5-yard gain on first down.
2nd and 5. Clock now under 5 minutes in this second quarter. Tullahoma leading 20-14. Bratcher brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Columbia's front 4 looking to make a stop here. Handoff. Little sweep around the right side and close to the first down again goes Johnson. He's going to be close to it. Gets to around the 12-yard line. Let's see what they say. He's going to be a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats at the Columbia 12-yard line.
Obviously 4-down territory here, but Columbia can still, get a good stop right here and get off the field. They've been a bend but don't break defense all season long, and they've been breaking some today.
We can maybe get them to back them up and make them try to kick the field goal. There's a handoff. He's got the first down and more. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5.
Wow.
At the 6, maybe. They'll spot it down for Tullahoma. So they're just being methodical here.
Yeah, they sure are. Taking a lot of time off the clock, even though this drive only started at the 36-yard line of Columbia. And they've really just had no problem getting down here all the way down to the 5-yard line for a 1st and goal now.
All right. We need a defensive stop. Turnover right here for this Columbia Lions defense. Handoff to Johnson, reverses his field right up the middle, gets down to the 2-yard line before he's finally stopped there before going into the end zone. Jason Barnett was there to stop.
Not a lot of energy on that Columbia side either. You're going to have to get pumped up somehow. Just still getting pushed around.
Maybe they'll spot it at the 3, so it's 2nd and goal from the 3. Taking their time. 3 minutes to go now here in the first half. Lots of movement now for the Wildcats. A little toss pitch to Johnson in the backfield. And he is hit. And he spins away just like he did on that first touchdown, and he's done it again. And there's a flag. Let's see what this flag says. That could be a block in the back. That's sure for very well either a hold or a block in the back. But he did it again.
Yeah,
he spun out of that would-be tackle.
3 or 4 of them, actually. That was pitiful.
What do they call him?
Hopefully Columbia gets this thing back and gets a break right here.
Yeah, a lot of it happened in the backfield there.
Holding.
Back.
Holding. I thought he did that.
I thought he did that.
Holding.
Either way.
That's going to back him up.
Either way, a 10-yard penalty, and that's a good thing. Columbia gets new life right here, really. They've got an opportunity to get a stop. They'll be back to 3rd down.
Well, or was that was 2nd down, right? So
it's 2nd down.
It'd be 2nd and goal from the 13.
Correct.
So a good chance here for the Lions to hold them to at least a field goal attempt.
The halftime message is undoubtedly going to be tackling and execution. 2 times that's happened, and it's embarrassing.
Here's Bratcher looking to throw a little quick slant across the middle, and touchdown Tullahoma. 13-yard strike from Bratcher to his receiver Steverson to go up now 2 scores on the Lions, 26-14 with 2:23 to go here in this second quarter.
I mean, he just got a step to the inside. It's a perfectly placed ball, and there's not really anybody else to stop him. One defender on the goal line, but it's really no good at that point.
Doggone it.
It's a good play call.
Here's the extra point attempt of the Wildcats. Ball low snap, but it's still good. So a new score in the game, 27 now for the Tullahoma Wildcats, 14 for your Columbia Central Lions. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back hopefully with Columbia getting back into the end zone. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is El Kennedy, The old saying is, happy wife, happy life could be more true. Many years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, had major surgery on her back, but continued with chronic pain. Doctors were saying invalid, disabled, but then she found the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, and Chronic Pain in Franklin, Tennessee. It has changed our lives. We visited there recently with Dr. Wendy Toohey, saw the state-of-the-art facilities. Folks, don't take a pill. Call Dr. Gill.
Go to callmepainfree.com.
Hey, this is Lewis Maddox, and you're listening to the best radio in southern Middle Tennessee. That's WKRM 103.7 FM, Columbia.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium here, Tullahoma, Tennessee, as the Tullahoma Wildcats go up 27-14 over the Columbia Lions with 2 minutes, 23 seconds to go here in this second quarter, as Tullahoma kicking off, and that one's going to sail through the end zone as well. Columbia will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with some ground to make up here. We need 80 yards for Caden McCoy or somebody real quick, and then get some more before half.
And those last couple of drives just really hurt Columbia on the defensive side of things.
Well, we gave them one. You know, we gave them the one with the block punt.
We gave them two with a bad punt. You gave them two. That's what I'm saying is, you know, Columbia's been set up in bad situations defensively, but usually in those situations, Columbia can force a turnover on downs or a field goal attempt, and that just hadn't happened the last couple of drives. Columbia's offense is going to have to make up the slack.
Here's Tice.
Sack.
And he's going to be dropped just like that. Just like that. Jalen Hill coming around from the left end of the defense for the sack on Tice. About a 7-8 yard loss.
Yeah, that was all on the sophomore Isaiah Bishop, the right tackle that time, as he just whiffed on the outside. And he's a bigger guy and a lot more speed coming in off of that right side than he's probably used to, and he just whiffed that time.
2nd and 18 now for the Lions. Clock runs at 1:45 to go. Tice looking to do the quick pitch out to Jordan Davis, and he breaks one tackle but not the next one. A minimal gain there for Davis, about 4 yards, maybe about 3 yards. Really didn't hardly get back to the 15. Caught him at the 14, so really only a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, and forces Columbia into another unmanageable 3rd down situation, and this is one that you'd really like to get some momentum going. But then again, still just about a minute to go, and you get the ball back after halftime.
Here's Tice looking to throw, doing the little screen to Caden McCoy, and there's a flag, and Caden's taken down for really no gain on the play. Let's see what the flag is. That's probably got to be on Columbia's offense on the lineup or something.
Nice
procedure. Not sure. Formation. Unless maybe they could have been lined up in the neutral zone.
Columbia's already got the punt team out there, so it looks like this
no flag.
They're going to wave it off.
Waving the flag off. Don't know what that was all about. And you're right. Garcia.
I hate when they do that.
Garcia standing at his 1 to receive the punt. We for sure need max protection here.
Yes.
Now they're going to Tullahoma's calling a timeout. They want to try to take advantage of this 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go here in the second quarter to try to get more points on the board. They're going to have probably most likely good field position.
Yeah, they're probably going to come after it again. They've seen that that's worked twice now. You know, you only blocked it one time, but obviously that pressure on Garcia on that last punt attempt really got into his head, and he forced that ball high and short, which is not really what you want to have happen on a punt. You want to get that thing, especially in high school, as far down the field as you can. And that just didn't happen on the last punt attempt. This is a big-time play. Even though it's just a punt, it's a big-time play for Columbia, as they really, really want to flip this field position and keep this thing a 2-possession game going into the locker room at halftime.
Home crowd getting what they came out to see, and it's homecoming here at Tullahoma High School. And so far, they've got the upper hand, 27-14 over your Columbia Central Lions. Here's Garcia standing at his 1-yard line. There's the snap. It's on the ground. He fumbles it, and they're going to tackle him at the 6-7-yard line. Oh, my goodness. A bad snap, and Garcia just was trying to pick it up, and he bobbled the ball trying to pick it up, and all he could do was just fall on it and take the tackle.
And Garcia's hurt like a little bit. He's jogging off now, but it didn't look like he was feeling very good after that hit right there he took trying to get that ball up. And I mean, that's exactly what you can't have happen.
Doggone it.
Columbia now set up defensively. Another 1st and goal opportunity for Tullahoma now inside a minute to go.
56 seconds. Wow. Come on, we need a play. That defense has got to do something right here, not let them score. Oh, a busted play.
Almost there.
There we go. Get the ball, and they breaks out of those tackles. Come on.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, my goodness.
The tackling effort from Columbia right now is subpar, mediocre at best, and it's got to get better at halftime. It just has to. These guys have got to wrap up and make sure tackles on the ground. Looks like somebody took a timeout, maybe.
They did. I believe it was Tullahoma. And again, that was Jack Damron, 5'8", 155 senior here with the ball. And Columbia defenders had him dead to rights because it was a busted play.
Yeah.
It was a busted play, and he was just trying to make something out of nothing. And they had him in the backfield, but broke away. And
thankfully,
he still lost yardage.
Yeah, still a tackle for loss. And,
yeah.
Overall, a positive play, but the tackling has just got to get better. Hopefully, Columbia can hold this to a field goal attempt right here, and that's probably the best you're going to get. Just got to keep them out of the end zone. Got to keep this thing. I think a 3-point play still keeps this thing within 2 possessions. Be a 16-point lead, so yeah, still a 2-possession ball game if you keep this thing to a field goal attempt.
Look at this formation here by Tullahoma. This is what they wanted the first time. A sweep to the right.
Holding. It's got to be holding.
And there's the flag. Good call, Lewis. Good call.
Savion Ferguson. It's. I mean, he got tackled.
Should push him back 10, huh?
As Damron gets it down to about the 2-yard line before he's tackled. But that ball's coming back.
Yeah, it should be 10 from the spot of that foul, so not necessarily 10 from the line of scrimmage. Yeah, but I mean a blatant holding right there. Got Savion, that weak side defensive end, got him by the inside of that jersey and just pulled him down on top of the blocker. And that's not really what you normally see, and that back judge caught it and threw the flag.
Yeah. 2nd and 17. 2nd and goal from the 17 for Tullahoma. Need a big play here, maybe a touchdown ourselves, a defensive score. He just throws it up into the end zone.
Good play by Sims.
Great play by Quan Sims in the end zone. As was just going to throw it immediately to the end zone, trying to get that receiver of his in the end zone.
And he had his target. You'll see it right here once again. Quan Sims in coverage. He just makes a great play getting back to that football and swats it away, almost picks it off one-handed. I don't know how talented he is with his hands when it comes to ball skills. He is a cornerback, and that's usually why they get stuck back there, is to defend passes, not to catch them. But a great play by him to defend that pass, forcing a 3rd down and 17.
Yeah, it's
actually 22.
Yeah, 22.
3rd down and 22.
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 22. So another big play right here. You know, back them up even further, and let's see.
Huge play.
Make this big kicker kick. Going to hand it off to Damron now. The whistles blow.
Looks like Columbia didn't like what they saw.
Timeout, Columbia. Coach Goff on the field to make that call. With 27 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, Tullahoma leading 27-14, trying to get some more points on the board here before halftime.
Yeah, hopefully Columbia can get into the half with it still being a 2-possession ball game. It's still a 16-point lead for Tullahoma if you hold them to 3. You know, hopefully we can even block that kick, but it'll still be a 16-point game. A couple of touchdowns, couple of 2-point conversions, and you're right back to a tied football game. But Columbia has got to shore up these tackling efforts and the special teams play at halftime. I'm sure that's what Coach Duncan and Coach Goff, Coach Duncan being the special teams coordinator, I'm sure that's going to be a point of emphasis going into the locker room here.
And we do get the ball
to
begin the second half.
Yes, correct. We just saw it pretty much first because of a 73-yard touchdown strike from Tullahoma to open up the ball game.
On the second play, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, big defensive play right here.
Huge play.
Shotgun snap to Bratcher. Just going to hand it off to Johnson around the left side. There was some more holding, and that's a great pursuit of the defensive lineman.
Lost the yard.
To make that play.
Travius Hall right there making that pursuit again. I'm telling you, he gets faster every single week, and Roland Manning somehow loses his helmet once again.
Somebody snapped that thing on there.
At some point, I'd start getting a little bit angry at him.
Put some duct tape on it or something. Now another timeout by Tullahoma with 3 seconds to go. So they're going to bring out their kicker right away here on third down.
You know, with the helmet coming off, one time, you know, you see that maybe once a game, maybe. 2 times it's a coincidence for one player. 3 times something's going on. He's got to tighten that thing up a little bit.
Yep.
So this will be a 40-yard attempt, it looks like, that Tullahoma's going to try.
This guy's definitely got the leg. He has definitely got the leg. We'll see if he's got the accuracy here. He's pretty much been money on the couple of extra point attempts that he's had. We'll see if he can convert from 40. It's a lot of green.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Columbia's got one more timeout. Let's see if they want to maybe use that timeout to put a little extra pressure on the kicker.
I think you just let him kick at this point.
Yeah.
After Tullahoma already called their timeout, I'd just let him go for it.
So it's going to be a 40-yard attempt by Chadwick for the Wildcats.
Doesn't look like Columbia's going to try to bring a whole lot of pressure. Got 3 guys back.
There's the snap, the set,
and it's blocked. Get that ball up. He's got the ball. He's got, oh my goodness, he can't get back across midfield. Who got that?
It's Anijah Hildreth.
Wow, what a great effort. Right up the middle came that block, right, Lewis? You got that, right?
Yeah, we're going to see it again.
To end the halftime, so on a good note, and we get the ball back to begin the second half of play.
That was awesome. I think it was Haggard that came up. He was one of the guys that was back. We'll see it right here.
Oh, it was from around the side.
Actually, no, those guys stayed back. It was on the edge, and then Anijah Hildreth picks it up. The nose guard and the right guard for Columbia Central. I was hoping maybe a faster person would have picked that one up. I know Anijah is not the speediest, knowing him personally, but that was obviously what you wanted to have happen right there. Columbia keeps it within 13 going into halftime, and they've still got a chance to come out after half to get the ball, and it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with this thing in the second half of play.
So there ends the first half of play as Tullahoma is leading now 27-14. And we're going to take some time out and hear from some of our sponsors. Then we come back, we're going to hear some more from Ron Hart, our guest up here in the press box. And we appreciate all of you listening. Hopefully Columbia is going to get things turned around here at halftime and come out really ready to play some ball here at homecoming here at Tullahoma. So 27-14, Tullahoma leading here at halftime. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
And welcome back into Tullahoma, Tennessee, where at halftime, Columbia trails the Tullahoma Wildcats on homecoming, 27-14. We'll get the ball back after halftime, and right now we'll go down to the field where Clayton Harris just caught up with Coach Darius Goff.
Here with Coach Darius Goff at the half. Coach, your team came out back and forth early, had a 14-13 lead, and then Tullahoma comes out and scores 14 unanswered. Your thoughts?
Man, we gotta stop the run and be better on special teams. Special teams is putting us in a bind right now. So get in here, correct some things on special teams, and come out and play harder the next half.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
There is Coach Tredarius Goff with Clayton Harris down on the field. And we'll take we'll keep it here, actually, and we'll hear from Lee Maddox and Ron Hart. They'll talk for a little bit after halftime right here, and we will throw it over to them right now.
Thank you, Lewis. And, 27-14, Tullahoma is on top here at their homecoming game here, 2023, the week 6 of the Tennessee high school football season. Hopefully Columbia can get things turned around, get talked up, especially on that defensive side in the locker room, get refreshed, get regrouped, think about what's, where they're missing these tackles, because these guys, Ron, that we're playing against, they're seem like a much smaller size, and our guys are so big. Just looks like we're just
lethargic.
We're swiping at air when these running backs
5 to 10 pounds bigger at every position, it seems, and it just seems like we're more athletic looking than they are too. But they just keep bumping into us and keep going.
Yeah. So, Ron, tell us a little bit about. I know some of the folks that listen to 101.7 WKOM in the mornings with three men and
a mule. No.
3 dudes with a view. That's what it is, and
that's exactly right.
And oftentimes
two and a half men.
Oftentimes you're on there with them, and I hear that several times. And I think you enjoy doing that and enjoy doing what you do. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, I was retired. I was at Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley for a long time on Wall Street, and retired 2-3 years ago. Gave my business to my daughter. She was with me 8 years before that, and she's done a great job. And thought she needed me, and I kept going back in there, and I found out they don't need you once you leave. You like to think they want you to come back, but it's been good, and retirement's been nice. So living in Chattanooga now. I moved from Atlanta there, and 2 of my 3 kids are there, and 4 of my 6 grandchildren are in Chattanooga.
And Chattanooga is just a lot of folks have seen Chattanooga over the years that it has gone from maybe a city that a lot of people didn't want to go to, that now it's a go-to city, isn't it?
It's been a great story. Southern Living just announced it's the best city to retire in. You got the rivers, beautiful rivers, mountains, just big enough we got good restaurants, but not too big where it's crowded to be there. I was in Atlanta where I was getting robbed, and it never felt good in Atlanta, and I realized I didn't have to be there. So it's a great place to make a living in Atlanta. Travel from if you have to travel, but in terms of living in Atlanta, not so good. Columbia's doing really well, obviously, being so near Nashville. And you got to control the growth at some point, but Columbia does a good job of it.
Yeah, and obviously, and you have a column that you write. That's a weekly column, right?
Right. Yeah, it's in about 70 newspapers, platforms across the country, from Orange County Register in L.A. to Southern Florida. So yeah, they pick it up as humor, libertarian humor on the political side of things, and fun to make fun of these guys. Biden makes it pretty easy.
And obviously something you're passionate about, to share your point of view, right?
Yeah, I was involved in politics. I was on the State Board of Regents when Lamar Alexander was governor, and he was nice enough to appoint me, and I went to this program in Georgetown and got Potomac fever, kind of like politics, but there was no honest money in it, so I had to go make money first. You can monkey around in politics, but it's kind of fun to do.
And so your time in Columbia, kind of take us back to you attended Columbia Central High School.
Yeah, my dad was transferred there with the railroad, and my senior year he was transferred out, and Ed Lancaster family were nice enough to invite me to live with them, and lived my senior year there, and went to the University of Memphis State back then, and college, and then went to work in New York, and ended up in Atlanta. So miss Columbia, great town, love getting back. I don't think people in Columbia really realize how good it is. It's just a great town, good size.
Well, there's no doubt it is, and seen a lot of changes. Just like you said, Chattanooga has seen a lot of changes. Columbia has seen a ton of changes, especially in the last 10 years. But obviously, it started when Saturn got there, right? And
Right.
that was a few years after you had left, I think, when Saturn officially came in, and now the GM plant just still growing out there right now.
Yeah, are they going to be striking? Have you heard?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not kept up with that. So, or at least on Columbia's side.
Yeah. Well, it was a great business for the town. They make great cars there and good people. And Columbia's got beautiful, scenery, picturesque town, kind of a Norman Rockwell type of town. Downtown's beautiful. I don't think people understand how pretty the downtown is. Obviously, they make country music videos there. And but the courthouse is gorgeous, and you've done a great job of preserving the downtown and keeping the character of it, the old buildings, etc.
They really have, and obviously, Meal Day comes to mind when you think about Columbia and how much it's meant to the overall feel of the town. We still want to say Columbia is this small, that kind of rural hometown. It's not quite Nashville, but as you said and alluded to earlier, Nashville's the pressure is just continuing to come through Franklin and the Thompson Station and Spring Hill. It's almost just, and obviously construction continues on adding new roads, new exits. Got a new exit going in between Columbia and 840. So
Nashville just didn't have the infrastructure to support the growth it's had, and they haven't planned it very well in Nashville. The old saying, "Build it, and they will come." Nashville didn't build it, and they came.
And that's incredible. And I think maybe that might be a little different with Chattanooga, because I think they've had some fault, right? I'm not saying that Nashville hadn't thought it out, but there's no doubt Chattanooga is doing some things kind of the right way. Now, I've always thought about Chattanooga and the traffic problems that you all had down there, and it seems like there's always construction on 24 and 75.
The ridge cut's tight. The mountains are hard to go through over there. They need a bypass in Chattanooga. The whole east-west traffic on 24 goes down to one lane in Chattanooga. They got to do something about that. But by and large, you got 100,000 people in Murray County, and then 108,000 in Chattanooga City, and 108,000 in the county, so 360 total in Chattanooga. So it's close to Atlanta, close to Nashville, and both great towns.
Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville as well.
Not that far. So you're in retirement, but to the plan, you enjoy doing the column, and we love having you, listening to you with Delk and Mr. York, and Clayton with Three Dudes with a View. Just love having all of that and having your opinions to kind of counter some of theirs, right?
Yeah, it's easy to do. I do the Huckabee Show a lot in Nashville too, but that's a commitment of almost a whole weekend. These radio shows, you can just be on the Zoom, be on the radio, and telephone. You're on the radio pretty quick, so you can do it from anywhere, which is kind of nice.
So how often are you on with Huckabee? How does that work? When you say it takes a while to do that.
Well, you got to go Friday, got to drive up there Friday noon. They tape the show at 8 at night. It's a nice band. It has all the, like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon type of band there. It's very nice. The old Twitty City, which is north of town, is where he records it. Conway Twitty built a rival studio to Opryland, and then
North Star.
No? Well, it's the old Twitty City up in Hendersonville. Yeah. And it's a great campus, a lot of infrastructure, and they basically started doing country music stuff up there, and then Opryland kept seeing their stars go up there. They made a rule: you can only perform on Opryland stage if you don't perform within 100 miles of Nashville. So it bankrupt Twitty City, and Branson, Missouri opened.
Wow, yeah, that's cool. And is there a set times that you're on with him, or how does that work?
No, I'm going to be in Italy next week. He's doing the Best Of show. I usually do it every 6 weeks or so, right? So it's again a commitment of 2 days, and to go up there and do it. I have to miss my golf. I hate doing that, but it's fun to do. It's fun to do the show. He's a very nice guy, Huckabee. He's a solid guy, and he has a good sense of humor, and he's a very talented bass player as well. So he's a good dude.
Well, that's got to be an interesting time for you. I mean, an interesting chance to do things like that. But you've had obviously some time to do some interesting things in your career and in your as you've left Columbia, but you hadn't forgotten Columbia.
I love Columbia. Yes, I have good friends there and love Columbia. It's really just a big part of my life.
Well, very good. Well, we're going to take another quick timeout here, or a little bit. We'll hear from some of our sponsors, and Ron, we just appreciate you taking the time to swing over here from Chattanooga to Tullahoma to take in this ball game. Hopefully, we'll get things turned around here in this second half for the Columbia Central Lions as they're trailing the Tullahoma Wildcats at homecoming for Tullahoma. Tullahoma is 27, Columbia 14. We'll take a timeout here and listen from some of our sponsors. We appreciate all of you all tuning in with us and listening, and we'll be back here shortly. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonian? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background, Daisy and Perry come from the banking world, Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold, hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is Del Kennedy. The old saying is, happy wife, happy life could be more true. Many years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, had major surgery on her back, but continued with chronic pain. Doctors were saying invalid, disabled, but then she found the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, and Chronic Pain in Franklin, Tennessee. It has changed our lives. We visited there recently with Dr. Wendy Toohey, saw the state-of-the-art facilities. Folks, don't take a pill. Call Dr. Gill.
Go to callmepainfree.com.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378, Equal Housing Lender.
There is peace of mind in knowing that screenings can detect many health issues before they become serious. At Murray Regional Health, we offer a range of imaging screenings to help you and your physician monitor your health and identify potential issues, such as stones, cancers, and conditions that could lead to heart attack and stroke. These screenings include several exams that can be scheduled directly without a physician's order. Don't delay important screenings. Visit murrayregional.com today to learn more, or call 380-4044 to schedule your screening.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally owned, means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
We always get the question, what is Caledonia? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonia? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold, hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
And welcome back to halftime here. Almost ready for the second half as Columbia just now coming back on the field to get warmed up. Tullahoma been out for a little bit. Tullahoma leading here at their homecoming, 27-14 over your Columbia Central Lions. Some scores of interest here at halftime. Mount Pleasant losing to Lewis County. Mount Pleasant undefeated at 5-0. They're losing to a 4-1 Lewis County, 22-0 at halftime. I'm seeing Lawrence County 14-6 over Spring Hill in Region 5 5A play. And another one I saw, Shelbyville, now at halftime at 4-1, 34. Franklin County 1-4 on the year. They're 34-14, Shelbyville over Franklin County. Again, Tullahoma leading Columbia tonight in this Region 5 5A matchup, 27-14.
And I'm going to take a little time right here to go over some statistical numbers from inside the region and inside this Middle Tennessee area. Looks like Hunter Woody, by the way, still limping around out there as we come out for warm-ups here, getting ready for second half action. Caden McCoy, second in this area, rushing-wise, 75 carries up to this point, 751 yards. He's averaging 10 yards a carry with 9 touchdowns through 5 games this season. Kason Tice is at number 3 on this list, 37 for 83, 551 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He's made a couple of bad decisions with those 5 interceptions, but for the most part, that's really all he's got to clean up. He's still doing a pretty good job. Even tonight, he's done a great job placing the ball where it needs to be placed. And as receiving goes, Jordan Davis, let's see here, is at the 5th position, and he has 15 receptions for 282 yards, and he's caught all 4 touchdowns. Actually, no, that's incorrect. Kason Tice, well, yes, because one of them was thrown by Burton Moore. Jordan Davis has 4 touchdowns. I believe one of those was from Burton Moore, and Justice Haggard right below him, 218 receiving yards. He's averaging 15.6 yards a reception. He's got 1 touchdown on the season, that long one against Hunter's Lane back a couple of weeks ago. Jordan Davis, 18.8 yards a carry up until this point, and all those numbers are going to be going up for these guys. They've all contributed tonight. Justice Haggard really with the only mistake, that one drop in the first half. That would have been a pretty decent ball from Kason Tice and a pickup of a first down. But like we mentioned, Caden McCoy, 751 yards on the season through 5 games, and here in game number 6, he's already got 140
yards on 9 carries. That's 15 yards a pop, and we need some more of that to happen here real quick. Here as this third quarter will get ready to get underway as they are lining up for the second half kickoff, and let's just hope that, like we have talked about, that we're going to have some better defense first of all, but let's play some offense here and get some more points on the board and get a little closer to Tullahoma's 27. So Chadwick lines the ball up at his 40-yard line, back deep for the Lions is Justice Haggard at the 5, and Jordan Davis also back there deep. And there's the kick, and there's going to be no return as that ball sails through the end zone for the touchback.
Columbia hadn't had an opportunity to have a return all night.
No doubt. That's a good weapon for sure, Chadwick, and he's got well, you thought he was going to get a field goal, but our defense really came through and blocked that 3-point try there for the Wildcats at the end of the first half.
That could end up being a huge play tonight. As Columbia only now 2 touchdowns away from taking a 1-point lead with those 2 extra points. Big thanks to Ron Hart, by the way, for stopping by tonight.
It was. Thank you, Ron, for being here, and wish you safe travels back to Chattanooga. Here's a give to McCoy around the right side, and he reverses field again, Lewis. He's around the 20. He's at the 30. He gets caught from behind for the first down, gets up to the 34-yard line, so a 14-yard pickup there by McCoy on that first play, and obviously he was stopped going around to the first way he was going, and he just reversed his feet and made that happen on his own.
Yeah, honestly, a little taste of Tullahoma, their own medicine right there, as they've been doing that to us pretty much for the entire night, as breaking tackles. 2 touchdown runs with 5 or more broken tackles tonight, at least 2 runs of that nature, and Caden McCoy kind of doing the same thing back to them right there.
1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 34-yard line. Here, fake to McCoy. Tice looking to throw it, and it gets tipped and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And there is a flag at the line of scrimmage. That's usually going to be something on the Columbia offense. Let's see.
And it came from an interesting side.
But the ball was tipped and incomplete, and it's going to be holding against the Lions. Right at the line of scrimmage, so that's going to back them up 10, back to the 24.
Yeah, that's a big one.
2nd and 20. Excuse me, 1st and 20.
Yeah, almost back to where you started started the possession.
Yep.
Only 4 yards ahead of that. McCoy really got us off to a good start there, and then the holding penalty really takes a toll on this offensive drive.
I formation now with Kason Tice under center. Malik Smith, the fullback. He leads the way from McCoy around the right side. McCoy breaks a block, breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet all the way up to the 40 and close to his first down again. So almost another 20-yard pickup. Let's see where they spot it.
I think he's got
it. Are they going to give that to him?
From that spot right there. I didn't think he got it initially, but he just picked up a 20-yard 1st and 20, ladies and gentlemen. So that's at least 170, correct?
Oh, yeah.
That's already 30 yards on this drive. That holding doesn't count for his yardage. He had a 10-yarder, and that was 20 right
174.
there. 174. Unbelievable.
On 11 carries.
You know, honestly, I was told tonight, we got to try and find somebody else to be the player of the game, but I don't know how you do that when this guy has already got 170 and a touchdown. We just started the second half. Unbelievable.
Here they go again from their 44. Tice looking to throw now.
He's got Davis.
He's looking for Davis way downfield. Just throws it over everybody out through the Tullahoma bench over here. So incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 44.
Yeah, 4 plays on this drive to this point. Started on our own 20. Gained about 24 yards so far. Still on negative side territory. Columbia right there. It was just outsidely placed a little bit too far by Tice that time. Davis had a shot to get that thing if he had released it a little bit early. Had a little gap right there in between the cornerback and the safety. But now Columbia in a 2nd and 10 situation.
Give to McCoy on the left side. He's got room. Breaks the first tackle, but not the second one, and he's hurt. McCoy's hurt. McCoy gets 2 yards, and he's not getting up.
It's not a good
Tullahoma trainers come in to look at him first up. He looked like he grabbed his left knee or his right leg.
It looks like he's grabbing the back of his leg. Looks like he's grabbing his hamstring almost.
Don't want to see that.
No, you don't.
A 2-yard pickup on 2nd down. Going to make it 3rd and 8. He gets up to they'll spot it, I guess, at around the 46. As everybody on the Columbia sideline takes a knee. We're going to take an injury timeout, hoping the best here for Caden McCoy as the trainers attend to him.
Got to get him back up.
We'll be right back with the injury timeout.
Looking for convenience? Try Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across Murray County, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Whether stopping in on your way to work for coffee and a biscuit, taking a plate lunch to go, or grabbing something cold to drink after a long, hot day at work, there's always one nearby. Quick Mart Convenience Stores, conveniently located all across southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. Proudly serving Shell gasoline.
And welcome back. Caden McCoy, thankfully, up on his own power and trots off to the sideline, but he's out for this 3rd and 8. Now Tice being pressured. He throws it downfield, looking for almost intercepted. Jordan Davis, who was the intended receiver, and Jordan just didn't maybe come back and quick enough to try to get that ball, and the defender was going to take it himself. So a punt situation now, unfortunately, for the Lions.
It was And honestly, a good ball from Tice. Put it where it needed to be. It looked like maybe just a little bit of a timing issue between those two guys, as Davis just didn't look back in time to really make a really good play on the ball. And he kind of turned into a defensive back right there and swatted it away, thankfully. Now pressure's on for this punt.
We need a good punt, Garcia. And it's pretty good. Not going to be returnable, you wouldn't think. Good roll for the Lions inside the 15-yard line down to the 14, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats for their first possession at 9:48 to go here in this third quarter of play. They're leading 27-14. Columbia's defense, we've talked about it, that they're going to have to play a little different game here this second half. Let's see what they've talked about in the locker room.
Yeah, hopefully Columbia comes out with a revamped defense here in the second half of play. And this is going to be a really, really key drive for Columbia here. They've got to get a stop and get it back to their offense and get this possession battle back on their own side. They haven't had good field position in a long time. This is an opportunity for them to flip that.
Got to stop them. Bratcher, low snap, does a quick pitch out to the outside and going to gain about 6 yards, 7 yards on the play is the pitch and catch goes up to the 21-yard lines where they'll spot it. It'll be 2nd and 3, so 7 yards on that first down play. That's too much.
Yeah, it's that same play that's kind of given us fits a couple of times tonight. It was Autry Smith on this close side of the field. It was a good block from the wide receiver on the outside, a little bubble screen to the right, and picked up 7 yards on first down.
And they're going to do it again to the other side. Hill gets the play, and he's got his first down and more as he finally walks out of sound. That's going to be a block in the back over there from a receiver from Tullahoma, I believe, as he was blocking down on Jordan Davis.
If it is.
Or Autry Smith, one of them just got blocked in the back.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. This should be a good break for Columbia.
Because he got the first down.
Yeah,
right? And then some.
Big time.
There it is. There's the call. And it's from that spot, so it's not going to be as good as maybe what I'd hope. They don't do that. They just do it. They don't do that in the pros, I don't think, do they? They don't do it from the spot.
Some plays are spot fouls. I think it's different in high school, though.
Yep.
Different plays are spot fouls, and different plays are from the line of scrimmage.
So they back it up. They spot it at the 19 of Tullahoma. It'll be 2nd and 5 here as Bratcher rose to his right, going to look the throw and makes the pass.
Got the
complete
first down.
And got the first down. There goes Autry Smith's helmet coming off.
These outside linebackers are kind of the heart of this defense, and they both combined missed about 5 plays tonight because of losing their helmets.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 28-yard line.
Kayston Sparks comes in for a play in place of Autry Smith. And he's got an extreme mismatch, a really, really big wide receiver. I think that's their tight end on that side.
Here's a run to the right side, a little jet sweep. Picks up a lot of yardage as and there's somebody, is that Jaravius down?
It looks like it.
Jaravius now injured on the tackle after a first down pickup there.
Looked like he was moving rather slow to start that play as well.
Jaravius not looking good. Looks like he's holding his head. So
maybe got the breath knocked out of him, hopefully.
Not sure. He was trailing on the tackle, and they're still tending to him. We'll take an injury timeout as well. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in this third quarter. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
There is peace of mind in knowing that screenings can detect many health issues before they become serious. At Murray Regional Health, we offer a range of imaging screenings to help you and your physician monitor your health and identify potential issues, such as stones, cancers, and conditions that could lead to heart attack and stroke. These screenings include several exams that can be scheduled directly without a physician's order. Don't delay important screenings. Visit murrayregional.com today to learn more, or call 380-4044 to schedule your screening.
Jaravius Hall helped up to his feet and looks like he's going to make it off on his own power. That's a good sign, but definitely shaking up on that play. But apparently a head injury, I'm not sure. They were tending to him quite a long time there before he did get up.
Maybe his neck. He's grabbing at his neck right now. Nigel Hildreth and Tristan Harden now the interior guys, and Caleb Clanton playing the other side. That defensive end spot. Columbia, even with Hall in, has been kind of getting pushed around all night. That's a big loss.
But and they know that one of Columbia's main front man defenders is out, so probably going to see the run right here, and that's what we're seeing. As Johnson around the right end as he gets pushed out of bounds after he gets to the 45-yard line of Tullahoma, so 8 yards, 7 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats.
Just another good push up front from Tullahoma's offensive line. They got off the ball quickly and got movement upfield and pushed those guys back to the inside and had the outside to work with.
That's Marvin C. Johnson is that running back for the Wildcats. He's been the main ball carrier, and he gets a first down run this time, a 3-yard pickup. It's going to be, or maybe he's going to be, no, they're calling it first down, so another first down for the Wildcats. As they'll spot it at their own 48-yard line as the clock runs at 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Columbia has to come up with some kind of a stop, a turnover, something here on defense.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Tullahoma, you're wanting to take your time. You're wanting to eat up clock, even in this early in the second half.
Yep.
This thing's already halfway through the third quarter. Still a 2-possession game.
Here's Bratchard giving it off to Johnson right up the middle. He goes for 10 just like that. 12-yard carry there for just right up the middle, and that's where Jaravius Hall might be. And Jaravius looks like he's coming back in. Here he comes.
There he comes. He's probably going to get out Anijah Hildreth here, and that's who he calls out. And that's kind of where that play went, and the plays have been going right in between Bratton and Hildreth on those couple of plays, and they've gained about 25 yards since Jaravius Hall has come out of the ball game. It's a big deal that he's back in here right now because Tullahoma's offensive line, even though they're smaller than Columbia's defensive line, is having their way with Columbia up front.
They are. Here's a handoff to Johnson around the right side. Jaravius hits him and gets by him for another 5-yard pickup there by Johnson. Jaravius had him and just couldn't hold on as the little quick tailback just kind of breaks through any of those arm tackles and gets positive yardage.
Yeah,
maybe they'll give him 4. It'd be 2nd and 6.
Still too much. Had him right there at the line of scrimmage and had a good spin move that time from Johnson, and just spins off and picks up another 2 or 3 yards. And 4 yards, still a good gain on first down. You get 4 yards 3 times, and you've got a new set of downs.
Here they are at the Columbia 35-yard line. Give to Johnson again. He's going to the left side this time, and Malik Smith brings him down, but not after he gets 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 1 is for the Wildcats. They'll spot it at the 31 of Columbia.
Yeah, that time, Kamarion Dawson and Tristan Harden, both those guys on the weak side, got driven into the dirt, got pushed into the inside and driven down onto the ground, and good gain to that side as well.
Here's Bratcher in the shotgun.
And Harden jumped. Luckily, he got back on side.
Looking to the sideline for the play. Trying to run that play clock on down inside 10 now.
It's a big down for Columbia.
Here's a handoff to Johnson. And
Good
Autry
tackle.
Smith makes the initial contact in the backfield and holds on. And that's too much of a forward progress. I didn't think he ever got back to the line of scrimmage. He never got back to that 35-yard line.
I didn't think so either, but that was an outstanding play. Autry Smith coming on the outside linebacker blitz. We'll see the instant replay right here, and he makes a great open field tackle, diving at those ankles, and then Jaravius Hall comes in and cleans it up.
Now they're going to try to pooch kick. No, he's going to kick a field goal from here, Lewis.
It's
going to be a 52-yard.
52 yards.
52-yard attempt. Let's watch a fake.
Hopefully Columbia can get after it again. It looks like those guys are chomping at the bit to get over this snap right here.
Chadwick. There's offsides.
No, that's got to be a false start.
That
moved
moved.
first.
They did move.
They moved first.
They moved.
got to be a false start.
So let's see if he wants to kick a 57-yarder.
They said offsides.
Oh
He said
my gosh.
offsides. There's no way.
Oh my gosh, the dude moved.
There's
The
no
guys-
way.
They moved on the right side. They moved.
There's no way. They won't show a replay of that one on the Jumbotron, I guarantee you. Wow.
Yeah, you can't see it, but they have a really neat scoreboard here. But that gives him, now they're going to spot it at the 37, so it's going to be a 47-yard attempt by Chadwick. Right hash mark. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Ball don't lie.
There's the kick on the way,
He drilled
and
it.
it is to the right.
He missed it.
He missed it to the right.
Boom.
So there you go. It had plenty of leg, but
Yes.
it just went right to the right. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier. We know this guy's got the leg. Does he have the accuracy? That time he did not.
Yeah, he didn't.
He sure didn't.
I thought Autry might have got a little jump on the snap.
I did too, and I thought Jordan Davis might come around and block it as well.
I thought they were going to call it. So now what do they do, Lewis? They're bringing it down to the 20.
Whoa,
Why is that?
Whoa.
That's
what's going on here? Columbia should get it right where that field goal was missed. Unless that's not a high school rule.
I'm not sure. The coaches are agreeing here beside us in the coaches box. Here's Tice going to throw deep, looking for Justice Haggard, and he's pushing off. He's got the catch. Oh, at the 40-yard line. I thought they might have called Justice Haggard for pushing off. He got away with it. So
that would
there
be
you go.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
In honor of Coach Mack.
I'll take it. To the 35 goes
Haggard's
Justice
hurt.
Haggard. Well, he's got a cramp. I think that's a
Probably.
cramp.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Wow. What a play by
But
Columbia's
do
offense.
you have that?
Yeah, what
Okay,
a
if you're
throw.
looking on Facebook or any of our video platforms, you can see this great pass and catch from Kason Tice to Justice Haggard.
Boom!
Right there, he catches it at the 45 of Tullahoma and goes out of bounds at the 40.
Throw the
First
year
and
so
10.
far by Tice. What a throw.
First and 10. Caden McCoy is not in the game. He's going to throw to his right side now. Jordan Davis goes up, and there's a penalty.
Interference.
That might be on Jordan Davis.
That could be offensive.
Let's see what they say.
He was fighting back towards the ball. I don't know how you could call that if that was offensive pass interference, but we'll see.
No call yet.
That'd be a killer if we got backed up here. Yes, defense.
Defensive pass interference. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Davis was trying to fight back forward to the ball.
And the guy wouldn't let him.
And the defender wouldn't allow him to come back forward on the football and make a play at it. So, I mean, that's what I thought at first. Even though Davis was kind of fighting back towards the football through the defender, still called a pass interference on the defense. And Columbia set up at the 20-yard line now with an opportunity to get back into this football game.
So here we go. First and 10 at the Tullahoma 20-yard line. Kason Tice under center. Handoff right on the left side. Sparks gets 5 yards to the 15. Giving Caden McCoy a rest. I hope, am I seeing him over on the far sideline over there with maybe on the bench?
Haggard's over there, and I think that's McCoy
With his helmet off.
on the bench getting worked on, yes.
Hard to see from way over on the far sideline, but looks like they're working on some equipment or his foot or leg or something, maybe getting some new tape.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd assume that's what that means. But Sparks is a great role player here
No
for
doubt.
the Columbia offense. Picks up 5 right there on
The
first down.
sophomore, 5'8", 168-pounder. Malik Smith now at fullback. Give to Sparks in the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Huge play right here for
As
Columbia.
the clock runs at 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Columbia trailing Tullahoma 27-14.
Columbia now has 4 wide receivers in the ball game as Malik Smith goes out. Frierson is in, and Jamar Morris is in, along with
Joshua
Jordan
Britton.
Davis and Josh Britton. He's the lone tight end. No fullback on this play, 3 wide receivers.
All right, here's Tice in the shotgun. There's a timeout by Columbia. Caden McCoy, no, he's still on the sidelines over there. It's Justice Haggard now ready to come back in the game as well. Wow. We'll take a quick timeout. With 1:49 to go here in the third quarter, Columbia trailing Tullahoma 27-14. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
3rd and 5 for your Columbia Central Lions at the 15-yard line of Tullahoma. Big play here, but maybe 4-down territory, Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope we get it first down right here on this play.
Haggard back in.
Here's Tice looking to throw. Got time, going for Davis, and they were going each going a different direction.
It was a miscommunication. That was the only read that Tice looked at. I think he was going to keep going, and Davis kind of came back, another back route to the pylon, the front pylon. He had Haggard in the back of the end zone, just never looked over that way.
Yeah, he was going Davis all the way, I think.
Yep.
So they're going for it. They're getting Tice is trying to get the play in.
And if you don't pick it up, you're putting Tullahoma in probably the worst field position they've had all night.
Yeah.
The 15.
But we need to get it. We need to get in this end zone. For sure.
Now 4 wide receivers in the game, no tight ends, as Morris comes in for Britton.
All right. Big play, got a block line. Now they're going to have to call another timeout or what? I'll be dog. So did that had to call their second timeout.
In 2 plays.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
Those are probably going to be coming back to bite us late in the fourth quarter when we need one touchdown possession. Yeah, that's not what you want. Absolutely not.
4th down and 5 from the 15 of Tullahoma. Got to have a touchdown here.
Yeah, I mean, you get
in this drive, in this possession. There comes McCoy.
Yeah,
McCoy back in the game.
You know, obviously this is a down where probably not a smart idea to give it to him, even though the guy averages 10 yards a carry. Sometimes that gets bottled up. Yeah, 15 would be nice too, get past the goal line. But this is a very important play. Columbia has got to come up, not with a touchdown necessarily on this play alone, but Columbia's just got to pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. This is a huge play. Biggest of the night so far.
3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Caden McCoy. Here's Tice looking to throw, being pressured out of the pocket. He's just going to run it himself, and he's got the first down. He's got the touchdown as he goes across the goal line for the touchdown. Columbia. Wow. Nice play by Cason Tice. Woo.
John Moore is going to fire him.
Yeah, but I'll take it.
I don't know if he was trying to reach the ball in a physical way.
It looked like Tannehill.
I know,
do a little finger roll.
He did a little early, and that was scary.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's coming back. What happened?
There's no way it's coming back.
What in the world happened? I thought we had a touchdown. They bring it back 5 yards. Here's the flag over here on the near side.
Illegal formation.
We couldn't see the flag. We were too excited with the touchdown as Cason Tice was going to try to throw it. He didn't see anybody he could get it to, and he just pulls it down and takes it in himself.
4th and 10 is a lot.
Oh, my gosh. How many times?
Task.
How many times have we seen now we don't have a play?
We're going to have to call a 3rd timeout.
Please call a play.
But good thing is play clock hadn't started yet. 25 seconds still on the clock.
All right, so here we go. Do it again. They're still trying to figure out where to line up and what the play is.
Pressure coming.
Here's Tice. He's got room this time to run if he wants it again. He's got it. Yes. He's still on his feet. He dives across down to the 5-yard line as he gets the first down for sure. It's 1st and goal for the Lions at the 5.
Cason Tice comes in clutch on 2 back-to-back 4th down conversions. And penalty negated the first one. And
he's hurting.
He's probably got a stinger a little bit, but he's just getting the play on the sideline. He's not coming out for anything right now. He
definitely took a shot.
Yeah, he sure did. What a gutsy play by him after almost having a touchback right there in the end zone on the last one. I didn't like that, but he redeems himself right there, tucks that ball and puts his head down and picks up that 4th down conversion, picks up the 1st down, which Columbia desperately needed. Casey Sparks still in there.
Yeah, Caden McCoy not in. Give to Sparks on the left side, looking for room. Breaks 1 tackle, not the second. Loses 2 yards.
Yeah.
2nd and goal from the 8.
He just kept going side to side, never
Where is
got
Caden?
upfield. He's
I see him over
still
here now
on the sideline over
far
there.
side. They're looking at his right leg.
Into the 3rd quarter.
Oh, me. So they're going to go to the other end of the field now for the 4th quarter of play, and hopefully we can get this ball in the end zone on this first play of the 4th quarter. So that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. Columbia trying to get back in striking distance. They're trailing Tullahoma 14-27. You're listening to Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Are you looking to turn your car into cold, hard cash today? Don't look any further than Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. You probably know us for selling cars, but did you know we're in the business of buying cars? That's right, we buy all makes and models at top dollar every day. Show up with your car and leave with cash. It's that easy. Stop by today to get a written offer on your vehicle. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia is family owned and proud to serve our community.
You can count on us.
And welcome back to 4th quarter, the start of the 4th quarter here at Wilkins Stadium in Tullahoma, Tennessee, as your Columbia Central Lions facing a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line of Tullahoma, trying to get back in this ball game, trailing 27-14. Here we go. Kason Tice under center, I formation. Malik Smith and Kason Sparks in that I formation. Tice looking to the sideline for the correct call. Play clock down to 4. Gets it off. Fakes to Sparks. Throws it now to Malik Smith, and he just can't come up with it. The ball too short.
Yeah, it was a touchdown if Tice had put it on him in his chest in stride, but it was just too far to the outside and too far back to the line of scrimmage. That was a touchdown right there. Missed opportunity.
Well,
that one hurts.
Yeah,
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 8.
Now you got to throw
the
it.
7.
I'm pretty sure. Caden McCoy still on the sideline. I think you got to go to the air on this play here.
Or let Kason Tice run it again.
McCoy's back on the bench over here getting worked on. Still on his leg.
That's his right foot they're working on. All right, here's Tice in the shotgun with Sparks on his left hip. He's looking to throw.
Pressure.
Getting pressure, and he's going to go down. And the ball, he throws it out of bounds. I'm not sure if they're going to call that intentional grounding or what, or he was already in the grass. They hadn't made any call. I mean, let's say he threw it before he went down. It looked like a Patrick Mahomes kind of effort there that he was doing to get rid of it, but they're going to call it a sack. Way back.
Yeah, he
way back.
He definitely threw that ball. We should get those couple of yards, even though that was not a smart idea by Tice to put that ball in the air. He's handled the pressure really well tonight on these blitz calls from Tullahoma that have been dialed up pretty well. But that one just got to him a lot quicker than the other ones have, and they really didn't have anything to do. They're going to go for it, though.
4th and goal from the 18.
I don't like
Here's
this.
the snap. Here's Tice throwing it into the end zone. And I thought he was going to get tipped the other way. It got the closest man was the defender, Connie Johnson for Tullahoma, as he tips it up in the air. And I was kind of hoping Jordan Davis was going to come down with it, but to no avail.
If he had seen it, he probably would have. It
He
was
didn't
right
see
there.
it.
He didn't see it. Wow, that hurts. That hurts.
We lost some good opportunity right there to pull
within
back.
a score.
Yeah.
To pull within a score.
Yeah.
Still a lot of time in this football game, 11:24 to go. But that made it a lot harder right there.
Now it's defense time.
They've got to come up big. They already have here in this second half more than they did in the first.
It's got to be better right here.
Handoff up the middle, and he's got 12 yards. Just like that goes Johnson for Tullahoma. I'd say Johnson's closing in on 100 yards for the night.
More than likely.
12-yard pickup on first down up to the 31-yard line of Tullahoma. First and 10, 11:05 to go here in the ball game. Tullahoma leading 27-14. This crucial Region 5-5A game.
Big possession for Columbia's defense.
Bratcher in the shotgun, gives to Johnson again, makes a stutter step across the line of scrimmage, picks up 4.
Just another missed tackle right there by Dawson in the backfield. Had him right there at the line of scrimmage, and just a good outside cut by Johnson to get around that tackler and pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards right there.
2nd and 6 from the Tullahoma 35. Clock continuing to run, closing in on 10 minutes left. Bratcher taking his time. Jet sweep around the left side to Jalen Hill, and he's got some room. There's holding, and they didn't call it. That was holding right here on the outside. As Jalen Hill gets another first down up to the 47 of Tullahoma. It'll be 1st and 10 there. But that's definitely holding. They're pulling jerseys on Quan Sims. They pulling his jersey, almost turned him around.
And now Zach Cole comes in to play that weak side defensive end spot. Marion Dawson comes out.
I mean, Manning's not in there now, right?
He is down here at the bottom.
He needs to get a turnover. Autry Smith. There's the quarterback going to keep it himself and slides down.
Lost about a half yard. It was a low snap, and he kind of bobbled it a little bit and just took it himself. It was a busted play.
So they back it. Really no gain on the play is what they're going to call it. Looks like to me it should have lost a yard, but
Tullahoma's been running to the weak side of that defensive line all night, and it has just worked. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They're not running towards Cam Bratton and Jaravius Hall, and it has worked.
And if I'm Columbia, I'm stepping my linebackers up. He's going to throw it this time. Throws it out, pick up that ball.
There you go.
Just in case they would have called it a lateral.
There's that bubble screen.
Incomplete.
There's that bubble screen to the slot wide receiver. They've got 2 blockers out there in front, and they've got numbers every time. Just couldn't connect on the pass right there, but that thing has worked very well for Tullahoma tonight. Every time they've run it, about 3 or 4 times they've run it and picked up a first down every time. Luckily for Columbia, that one doesn't connect, and they've got an opportunity to get off the field right here. 3rd down and 10. This is a huge play. Closing in on 9 minutes to go. They've got to get a stop. It's a 2-possession ball game. Columbia needs the ball.
Bratcher looking to throw, getting pressured, and gets out of the pressure. But now he's going to throw downfield and got a man wide open. All the way down to the 35 of Columbia. Completed pass after they had him in the back. They had Bratcher in the backfield. He rolls out of the pocket and sees his man wide open. Just tosses it down there perfectly to Grizzard. I guess that's what we want to call him.
Yeah, it was Corbin Williams over there at the corner spot. Just came up and was going to try and make a play on the quarterback. Left his man, and he was wide open. Now Jordan Davis comes back into the ball game with that spot. That was just
had a chance there.
That was an awful play.
Had a chance to get off the field, and not to be. Now 1st and 10 at the Columbia 34-yard line. Hand off to Johnson up the middle. Cam Bratton makes a stop in the backfield, just long enough for Jaravius Hall to bring him down. That ball's loose. What are they saying?
And what is this side judge giving him progress all the way up to the...
Are you kidding me? Come on.
38-yard line. That's ridiculous.
They're still moving up.
Now they've got it at 35.
Oh, wow. I mean, do we... Oh, we're not getting them, right?
No. I've never seen such ridiculousness.
Wow. I mean, they're saying no gain, basically. I mean, what is that? What is that?
Should have been about a 6-yard, 7-yard loss, and it's back at the line of scrimmage.
Well, maybe they're showing a yard loss. And
he was back around the 45.
Come on.
He's back around the 45.
At least the 40.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the 6-yard loss, and they gave him a 1-yard loss.
There's
a football on the field, and we got it. Fumble recovered by Zach Cole.
You know that saying, the ball doesn't lie?
Yes, that's right.
And who just got it on the 40-yard line?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Yes. Great play.
Boom.
There.
Nice job, Zach Cole. He's not a defensive player, but he was right there and fell on that football. Another bad snap from that center quarterback exchange. It's been terrible all night, and it finally bites Tullahoma in the butt.
I'm just going to rely on Caden McCoy to come in, but he is not in the game, so let's hope Mr. Sparks has a spark. And there's a low snap to Cason Tice. A quick throw out to Jamar Morris, and that's overthrown, and he can't come down with it. Incomplete. Second and 10 from Columbia's 40-yard line. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go. We got to get a touchdown real quick.
Yeah, this is just a busted play from the start. Tice was flustered after that low snap and just kind of threw that one to the wind. Too hot for Morris, even though he should have come down with it. Probably a good thing that he didn't. He's probably going to get wrapped up right there at the line of scrimmage, and the clock would have kept rolling.
It did stop the clock. 7:35 to go left in this ball game. 2nd and 10 now for Tice. In the pistol. Fakes to Sparks. He's going to throw it left down to Jordan Davis. Overthrows it. 3rd and 10 now. Stops the clock. 7:30.
Well above Davis's head. And now
but he had him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did.
He was there.
Now a 3rd down situation. It's going to be tough for Columbia to pick this one up. It's going to be an obvious passing situation once again. Is it 4-down territory here? Is it too early to?
I don't know.
Be going for it on 4th down. You're down by 2
Depends on
scores.
what you do here. If you get it close, I might think about it. Here's Tice in the shotgun. Looking to throw.
Pressure coming
again. Pressure. He gets hit right as he throws it, and it's going to be picked off down at the 25-yard line. Wait a minute. What's the flag for? What did anybody do? Is that going to be excessive celebration or?
Possibly.
Or did they call it on? I'm not sure what happened there. Morris ran off the field real quick after. That's who he was trying to get to. That or Frierson.
I guess a decent punt, I guess.
Yeah. Stops the clock. 7:22 to go here in the ball game.
And Columbia only with 1 timeout. Remind everybody,
here's the call.
That's going to hurt us. Personal foul on Columbia.
Wow. That must have been on Morris. As he, after they got the interception, he must have said something or did something. And that's a 15-yarder.
That's not good.
Up to the 41 now, 1st and 10 for Tullahoma with 7:22 to go here in the ball game or in the 4th quarter.
He's got to get off the field in 1 or 2 chain possessions here. This is going to be getting a little bit tougher to come back from.
That's a bad snap and a bad exchange there, but they still get the play away as he gets 3 yards. The running back for Tullahoma, that's Dameron, carrying the ball this time.
Still a 3-yard gain, but a good lockup by that Columbia defensive line that time to get extension on their arms and wrap up on the running back that time. No broken tackles, at least.
2nd and 7. Clock will run. 6:50 to go. Columbia trailing 27-14. Ratcher hands off to Dameron up the middle. He gets 3, 4. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Just
3rd and 4.
Another great push on Columbia's defensive line. Great push.
Up to the 47 now.
Malik Smith came up with a stinger right there. He's shaking up on the play. Need him in there on this play more than ever.
3rd and 3.
It's a huge one.
Approaching 6 minutes to go. Got to hold them right here. Force a punt.
Columbia only with 1 timeout.
Bratcher going to use all the play clock he can. Now under 6 minutes. Play clock down to 7. There's the snap, and there's the stop.
There you go.
That's going to force a punt.
That's huge. That's huge. Columbia had to get a stop right there. They stopped him at the line of scrimmage, even though that was a tackle for a loss, too. I don't know why that's back to the line of scrimmage. That should have lost 2 or 3 yards right there.
Yeah, so there's no gain, you know. Ridiculous.
Oh, no.
That was stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He never made it to the line of scrimmage.
No, he sure didn't. But that's where it is. 4th down and 3. We'll get the ball back either way.
Maybe they'll have a bad snap to this All-American kicker they've got here. As Justice Haggard gets back to around his 15 is where he'll wait on this. Uh-oh, it's a fake.
It's a fake, and
he's wide open. It's perfectly played. Chadwick throws to a wide out receiver here that was uncovered, number 14, Alex Bobo, and goes well into Columbia territory. Just once again, special teams, a blow up on special teams as no one covered the receiver over here, the out man here on that punt coverage.
Yeah, we'll see it again, even though I don't want to look at it again. The guy was hiding on the sideline.
Nobody out there.
Yeah.
Just wide open. Just sat there and waited on it. Caught it at the 40, takes it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line of Columbia. Now there's another flag. That's going to be taunting or something. Another personal foul.
Dead ball foul on Columbia.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lions. Another 10-yard penalty.
That's 15.
That's 15.
Obviously, we've got some high and mighty referees calling this game tonight.
Down to the 14 now. 1st and 10 for Tullahoma after the conversion on 4th down.
They've probably never heard a curse word before in their lives. That's what it seems like. So I don't know how that happens.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
clock just runs now at 4:30 and going, and Tullahoma just taking their time to run this play clock down as much as they can.
Getting pretty tough for Columbia right here.
Need a turnover right here to have any chance. There's Dameron. There's holding.
Yeah, sure
that
was.
They were holding Jaravius Hall, and no call whatsoever as they just spun him around on the line of scrimmage. And Dameron goes around the right side down to the 6. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Tullahoma. Now under 4 minutes in this ball game. Columbia trailing 27-14.
Something's going to happen. It's got to happen now. Under 4 to go. Clock just rolling. Columbia with only 1 timeout. Those 2 missed timeouts from earlier just, really taking a toll right here.
Hand off to Dameron up the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard, gets to the 5. So it'll be 3rd and 1 at that point, as this clock will go under 3 minutes now.
Yep.
Homecoming night here for Tullahoma. And not a big crowd on the Columbia sideline over there in the bleachers.
Not very big at all. No band tonight.
No
which is
band.
Interesting.
No band.
A little too far for them, I guess.
2:55 to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Ratcher takes it, hands it off up the middle. Touchdown, Tullahoma. As Dameron goes 5 yards for the touchdown with 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the ball game. This 4th quarter, Tullahoma now leads 33-14.
There wasn't already a nail in the last nail in the coffin. There's your last nail in the coffin. More missed tackles. I don't even think he went down.
No. Standing up. Chadwick on now for the extra point attempt. Snap, set, kick, good. 34-14, your new score with 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in this ball game. Columbia, long way to go. Gonna drop to 1 and 2 in the region and 3 and 3 on the season. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you a homeowner looking to unlock the potential of your home equity? Explore a home equity loan with First Farmers. Hi, this is Felicia Brown with First Farmers, and we would like to invite you to access funds with a home equity loan. For home improvements, invest in education, or simplify your finances, you can make your dreams a reality with the power of your home equity. Get started today. Apply online at myfirstfarmers.com or call to speak with one of our team specialists at 1-800-882-8378. Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Tullahoma High School. Wilkins Field here at Tullahoma. Homecoming here for the Wildcats as they're up 34-14 now over your Columbia Central Lions. Lining up to kick is Chadwick from his 40. Sure, this one's probably going to go through the end zone one more time. There's the kick, and that's where it's going. No return. Columbia will get the ball 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line, and I'm sure we're not going to see Caden McCoy. We might see.
It's like Tice is coming back in the game, or maybe Moore.
That's Moore.
Looks like Burton is going in.
We need a spark to try some onside kicks or something. Get a score, an onside kick, and a score, and another onside kick, right?
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice in a perfect world, I guess.
Oh, me. 20 points down.
It's been rough.
Burton Moore, the sophomore, comes in at quarterback. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. Breaks one, but not the second, as he goes down pretty hard. There's Colby Tucker, senior middle linebacker, takes him down for a 4-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 14 from the Columbia 16. Wow.
Yeah, Columbia's, in my opinion, obviously the more athletic and the better team that showed up here to this game here tonight. They just this has just been a piss poor effort from Columbia. This has just not been a great game for anybody, honestly. Caden McCoy had a decent night, but
yep.
This has just been rough past the first quarter.
Here's Burton Moore going to hand off to Sparks as he gets back past the line of scrimmage up to the 25. It'll be 4th and 5, right? Is that what it is? Is it 4th already?
I believe third. I believe third now.
Okay. Yard marker had it wrong there, or he maybe just switched it to third before I saw it. So it'd be 3rd and 5 now.
Not that it matters that much.
Yeah, they're just letting the clock run. It's down to 1:20 now left in the ball game. Columbia just
some good reps for Burton Moore and Caston Sparks at this point. The twos of the backfield.
Yeah. Give the Sparks again on the left side, and he's hit right at
nothing.
He gets the line of scrimmage, maybe gets one. And we're going to go under a minute. It'll be 4th and 4.
Probably one more play will do it.
I don't know that you would go for it, right? I guess you do, but
I think you do, because it's not like Tullahoma is going to try anything here. I guess a couple more plays. I think Tullahoma will have to take one knee. It'll stop on the turnover.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll stop after a first down if Columbia converts here, but.
Unfortunate night here for the Lions as they travel to Tullahoma in this Region 5-5A game. There's a little screen pass.
Wow.
Got a first down to Caston Sparks. A good catch and good run from him. Gets it up to the 40-yard line, but that's going to be the last play of the game.
No, stops on that first down right
I know,
there.
but they'll start it right back as soon as they said.
I'm sure Columbia will try and get one more in.
Yeah, I guess they are. Clock back started now down to 10.
Oh, man.
And here's Burton Moore looking to throw, and he's going to throw it all the way downfield, and it's picked off for the last play of the game. And there you do it. That's going to wrap it up for the Columbia Lions as they fall to the Tullahoma Wildcats 34-14 here on homecoming night for Tullahoma. Unfortunate for the Lions, but now got to regroup and get ready to play
Spring Hill
team next week back at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. So we'll take a quick time out here, and we'll be back to wrap things up. This is Columbia Central Lions football on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC. Parks Motor Sales was founded by my granddad, Bobby Parks, and my great-granddad, Julian Mays, in 1958. We've been family-owned the whole time, and being family-owned, locally owned, means you get to get your next vehicle or your existing vehicle serviced by the same people who stand in the grocery line with you, drop their kids off at the same school you do, and smile and are happy to see you when they do. So come see us at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee on 919 Nashville Highway or parksmotorsales.com.
And welcome back to Tullahoma High School and Wilkins Stadium here in Tullahoma, Tennessee, as the Columbia Central Lions go down in defeat in this Region 5-5A game, 34-14 to Tullahoma. Congratulations to the Wildcats as they're celebrating for their homecoming night, and the Columbia Lions now gathered in with their coaches to kind of lick their wounds. Lewis, not a good night for the Lions, as they just couldn't get things done when you just thought that they were gonna, when you had Caden to break loose on that 69-yard run, and I thought we were going to be right in it after their Tullahoma, the second play from their scrimmage, they go 70 and get the touchdown. And
It was a very back-and-forth football game until about midway through the second quarter, and Tullahoma scored those 14 unanswered points and kind of just took over. In this huddle right here, obviously seeing some good leadership right now from Zach Cole as he just talked to the team a little bit and kind of got into them some. And, obviously Columbia now falls to 3-3 and going to be 500 on the season, but obviously nothing out of the picture here as Columbia is still a lot of football to be played and still a very good chance to make the playoffs. But like I said, I mean, after midway through the second quarter, just a very, very poor effort. All three phases of football playing from Columbia tonight. Just not very good football to watch, not very good football for you and I to call, and just not a very fun night in general as we come in here and kind of get our butts whooped by a Tullahoma team
that we really should have beaten.
In my opinion, doesn't hold a candle to these guys on this other end of the field, and it's pretty obvious. You can just look at it and tell these guys just didn't show up to play tonight. You saw it in the first half a little bit, and then something fell through. I don't know what happened. Columbia is going to have some things to work on this week in practice, and hopefully, surely to goodness, they'll get back on track and get to 4-3 against the Spring Hill Raiders next week.
Yeah, there are some scores of interest. Looks like Shelbyville, kind of they're leading our region with undefeated in the region. They're 5-1 on the year. They improved to 5-1 after tonight. They were all over Franklin County, 55-14, and Franklin County, a team that beat this team Tullahoma. Franklin County at 1-5. That one win is against Tullahoma, so they're 1-1 now in the Region 5A region. I see Moore County all over Cornersville, 55-14. Loretta all over Hickman County, 37-14. A final. Marshall County improves to 5-1. They beat Fayetteville City 41-6. Smyrna all over McGavock 34-0. And here's the Lawrence County 35, Spring Hill 12. That's in the fourth quarter. So there you go. Don't have a score on Lincoln County. They're on the road. I did have that at halftime. They were getting beat at halftime, but they're on the road at Giles County. So unfortunate for the Columbia Central Lions. Coach is still talking to them down there. Not sure if we're going to hear from Coach Goff tonight or not.
I really wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd want to talk. But
yeah, do have a couple of highlights to show here. Obviously, not a great night for Columbia, but there were some good moments here in this ball game. If you're still tuned in on Facebook, you can see right here a nice toss from Kason Tice back early in this football game, and some good moves from Jordan Davis on the outside to pick up about a 25-yard gain. And you've also got this play right here, which capped off that same drive. Kason Tice, 1-yard QB sneak for a touchdown, which got the Lions on the board to come back. I think that was their first touchdown there, with Tice taking that one in himself. And then we'll go over to this one here. Well, excuse me real quick. This is still some stuff to work through. This is a good play by Jaravius Hall. You see him break out to the outside, and he shows a little bit of that athleticism and speed. Takes back the quarterback right there. And now we'll see just one more. This is the Caring Hearts. Well, not actually this one. Yes, this is the touchdown run right here.
Is that
from
going
McCoy.
out over here? That's supposed to.
Well, here we go. Here, I got it now. Here, sorry about that. This one is the play of the game. Caden McCoy goes to the right side, breaks back over to the left side, and then cuts it back towards the middle of the field and takes off for 69 yards. And with that being said, you know, I love Caden, but I was kind of hoping somebody else would win this award this week. But with 9 carries, 174 yards, and a touchdown, Caden McCoy, once again, I think for the 4th time this season out of 6 games, at least 3 times.
Yeah, at least 3.
Caden McCoy is the Caring Hearts Home Health Care of Columbia player of this football game in a 34-14 Columbia Lions loss. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so Columbia falls to 3-3 on the year. Tullahoma improves to 4-2, and the worst part of that is we fall to 1-2 in the region, and Tullahoma goes to 2-1 in the region, has the upper hand. All important as we, the next 4 games, 3 of the next 4 are region games, so a chance for Columbia to, reach for that playoff spot. You got the top 4 teams in the region will go to the playoffs. The 2 top teams will host home games in that playoff, and the 3rd and 4th ranked teams in the region will go on the road. So Franklin County gets beat tonight. They're 1-1 as they get beat by Shelbyville. Shelbyville improves to 5-1 on the year, goes to 2-0 in the region, and Lincoln County at 2-3 on the year, 1-2 in the region. That's not a region game. They were playing at Giles County tonight. Spring Hill will fall, you would think, to Lawrence County. That game not a final yet, but Lawrence County leading. Spring Hill will go to 2-4 on the season, 0-2 in the region, and Lawrence County will improve to 3-3 on the season and 1-2 in the region. Next week, of course, Columbia will be back at home at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Hadn't been there in 2 weeks, so that'll be a refreshing moment to be back in the home confines. They'll host Spring Hill, and then Tullahoma will play here again next week against Lawrence County in another region game. Franklin County will travel to Lincoln County, and Shelbyville will have their bye week next week.
Just want to add one more thing. Band has a competition tomorrow. That's why they didn't make the trip down here. So
okay,
not just the distance, but I think that competition was farther away. So my mistake on saying that the band wasn't here and didn't know the reason for that. Now we do. So yeah, hopefully Columbia can get back on track next week. That's pretty much all I got.
4th quarter score: Lawrence County 35, Spring Hill 12. So that's going to wrap it up here from Tullahoma High School and Wilkins Field here at homecoming for the Wildcats as they take care of business over the Columbia Central Lions 34-14. This is Columbia Central Lions football on 103.7 WKRM Front Porch Sports Radio. Again, your final score: Columbia 14, Tullahoma 34. For Lewis Maddox, I'm Lee Maddox. We appreciate you listening, and to all our sponsors, join us again next Friday night as the Lions will host Spring Hill in another Region 5-5A game at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. We'll have the broadcast beginning around 6:45 next Friday night right here on Front Porch Sports Radio. Good night from Wilkins Stadium in Tullahoma.